Here it is.
It's not. I don't believe it. I don't
Yes.
care what they say. I don't care what it says, Milton. I don't care if this is how many seconds we've been in until I see it. Welcome to Puro Pinche Sports. I'm your host, Jose Garza, and I got you, Milton. I got you. I got you a little confused right there. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's all good, brother. But here we are live. We are going to be talking some football. Maybe for the last time for a month. I don't know what to tell you guys, but football is not dead. It's dead. And you have to accept it for at least a month when free agency starts. That's it.
Right.
Just about a month. It's just about a month. And then free agency goes crazy. And then Milton, the draft goes crazy. And then we can really discuss that. But guys, I'm your host, like I mentioned earlier. This is my co-host, Milton Wynn. He is the host and the creator of the People's Debate podcast. Also my co-host for the Bell to Bell MMA show.
Mm-hmm.
And let's get to it, Milton. We got some stuff to talk about, bro. We got some stuff to talk about. Some sports-related stuff. Obviously, today's topic, guys, is we are ranking the final rankings for the 2025 season, QB rankings. We were going to do running backs. We were going to do wide receivers, but I'm going to decide to those, and we'll just do QBs because let's be honest, that's all you really want to talk about. All you dirty, sick fucks want to talk about is quarterbacks. Y'all don't care about the other positions. Ain't that right, Milton?
Unfortunately, but I'll say normally Wednesdays on the People's Debate. Later on, as the offseason progresses and it gets more boring, in that month filler, we'll go in more depth on running backs, wide receivers, and other positions over there. But yes, you're right. More casual takes. Everybody only cares about quarterbacks. That's why they get paid the big bucks.
If they get the big bucks, but they get the biggest rewards, right? But they have to get the biggest criticism, Milton. And that's kind of what we're going to be doing today.
Right. I like that.
We don't all agree. There's not really a unanimous decision between the three of us. And when I talk about the three of us, ladies and gentlemen, I am talking about myself. I am talking about Milton. I am also talking about the Professor Alex Cruz, as we all ranked the top 40 quarterbacks of the season. Now, I know the NFL came out with their list ranking all 63. And that makes no sense. One, I didn't realize there were 63 quarterbacks playing this year. That's kind of crazy. That's two teams and one extra player.
Right.
So, but it is what it is. We're going to be ranking 1 through 40. But before we get into that, we're going to talk about some other stuff while we kind of procrastinate to get the Chi-Town, the professor, onto the
third man.
Yeah. So
make it a real debate.
Yeah, that's right. So Milton, my brother, my MMA brother.
Yes.
Yesterday, we found out that a fight people have been wanting to see, well, not now, but more back in 2016, Ronda Rousey versus Gina Carano is now set to fight, finally, in 2026 on Netflix, powered by the Jake Paul's
MVP.
Most Valuable Promotion.
Right.
This fight should have happened 10 years ago. It's happening now. You're an MMA enthusiast. You would have loved the fight 10 years ago. How do you feel today?
Well, it's a money grab. It's a casual grab, a money grab. For MVP promotions or whatever, Jake Paul's promotion, it's a smart decision, sure, but it could blow up in their face as well. Because Ronda Rousey, I'm pretty sure she's going to be in shape. I know she trains still. And she's a lifelong martial artist at heart. So I that's fine. But for how the performance is most likely going to go, does this even mean anything really? That's where I'll be more pessimistic on that. There's no real meaning for this at all. At 0%. Whatsoever.
So there's lack of enthusiasm in your voice. I could hear it. Your body language just says, "Why even make this fight?" Well, it's like, why make Floyd Mayweather versus Mike Tyson as an exhibition fight? It's just to get the money in, raked in. At this point,
What did you just say?
Floyd Mayweather versus Mike Tyson is an exhibition fight that's going to happen this year.
No, it's not.
Well, I hope it doesn't happen, but I hope somebody backs out last minute. But yes, they have agreed to terms for verbally, I think, so far. So
what? Okay, yeah, go ahead. That's crazy.
You thought the Rousey Carano fight was crazy.
That disgusts me a little more than the Ronda stuff. Again, I get it. I don't agree with it. I don't think it's gonna look good on while it's live. I, I don't at all, and it'll get people's hopes up. Maybe Ronda might come back to the UFC, but the Mike Tyson Floyd Mayweather. I really hope that's just a whistleblower saying that.
Let let
That's
me go
crazy.
ahead and pull that up for you, Milton. Actually, because
That's
I
absurd, dude.
want to show it to you, so you're not confused as
Yes,
much
I've
as.
been out of the loop for a while when it comes to anything sports related.
Oh,
Wow,
there it
what's that?
is.
Who posted that?
Bleacher Report.
Oh wow. Okay,
It's
that's
not fake
legit.
news, dog.
That's
It's not.
legit. Yeah, yeah. Shout
So,
out to
okay,
Bleacher Report.
Floyd Mayweather and Mike Tyson will have an exhibition match in the Democratic Republic of Congo, agreed for April
What
25th, 2026. Yeah, it's not even the States.
in the Not forget the states. It's in the Congo.
Yeah.
What do we do? All right, sure. What promotion is doing this, or is it just Saudi? I think it's Saudi.
It says per Ring Magazine, so no official
It's gotta
who
be.
done it.
I don't know. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's something that really just stressed my brain out. Honestly,
Don't stress too much, buddy. Don't get
Mayweather
that.
Tyson. Who the heck cares about that?
Who cared
What?
about Paul versus Tyson? Who cared about Mayweather versus Paul? All these fights are happening for, like you said, money grabs for some fan bases. There's some people out there that want to see it, but
I guess so. Yeah.
I'm assuming that fight will also probably happen on Netflix or something like that. Because yeah, I don't know, Milton. I don't know what to tell you, dog.
Whatever. All right. Well, yeah, that news sucks. Any good news? Anything
Um,
happy? That'll make me happy. That just pissed
make
me
you
off.
happy?
Probably not.
Well,
Okay.
since Carano and Rossi didn't make you happy, Tyson Mayweather doesn't make you happy. It sounds like it doesn't not official yet. It sounds like we will be getting at least Taporia versus Gaethje at the White House. No, damn, Milton. What?
What is going on, right? Hey, I've seen a couple of fight announcements when it comes to the UFC, and I think we really need to start making a weekly show of this because it doesn't make sense. It
Okay.
doesn't make sense at all. A lot of these fight announcements just legitimately don't make sense. They make sense on an aspect of a casual or maybe how the fight might fare, but I think what this new deal has done, pessimistic Melton is out here right now, is it's the rankings aren't going to mean anything. Nothing's going to mean anything. Even with
Did
the
they
White House thing,
ever?
I get it, but Gaethje's the American. We all know most likely how this fight is going to go. Why do we want to see the American get face planted at the freaking White House by a Spain guy or a Georgian? Huh? That's crazy. America first, fellas. Huh? Sorry, world. America first. Huh?
Sorry, buddy. When it comes to mixed martial arts, the world beats the U.S.
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't want to talk about that. That's true. That's true. I don't want to talk about that. But not the White House card. That's all I mean.
Look, okay. What about the rumor that fight card is gonna go back to pay per view for the one time? Yeah, they're not gonna put it on Paramount. They're gonna go
They're
back to
gonna
people.
charge for it.
Yes,
That's giving. And Trump's in office. That's giving him a bad name. They better not do that. They better not do that. That's gonna be bad business. That's bad business. I wouldn't do that. Dana loves Trump, right? If you love Trump, you don't do that.
I don't
Bad
know what to say,
decision.
dog. I don't know what to say, bro. I mean, they love their money. TKO. The business right now that if you're a wrestling fan, if you want to go to WrestleMania, the cheapest ticket is $700 for one ticket. So if you think they're not going for a money grab with the White House, you might be out of your lane here,
You're right.
buddy.
Right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Well, that's still not good news. Okay.
It's no. Okay.
Right.
Good news. Good news.
That's okay.
Okay, we're AFC East fans.
Yeah.
When it comes to at least the Patriots, the Dolphins have gotten rid of Bradley Chubb,
Ooh, yeah, let's
Tyreek
do that.
Hill.
Yeah.
How are we feeling about them dumping They're big contracts. They're old guys, and now they're starting refresh. How are we feeling about that?
Well, for Miami, it makes all the sense in the world.
Yeah.
We talked about it briefly last time we spoke. Yeah, I believe your last show. Miami's was in Miami was in cap hell, and they needed a lot. And when it comes to the positions that they needed, like where you need to start with, that you haven't had other than Teron Armstead, you haven't had a solid couple of pieces on your offensive line in years. I would say damn near say decade. That's going to cost money if you're going to make it at least competent. It ain't going to be the greatest offensive line just over 1 year, sure, but you can make it competent within 1 year, as we saw with the New England Patriots. Like we made it competent. It ain't great, but
Yeah.
competent. You know what I mean? So for Miami's standpoint, it's good. It's good for them. Now, what might be the negative when it comes to the Miami standpoint is the players. I don't know how the players going to react. Jalen Waddle, the Devon Achan. Like I don't know how they're going to react when they're Bradley Chubb. I'm pretty sure was a big centerpiece in that locker room. I'm pretty sure he was. Tyreek
Waddle,
Hill was the boy of a lot of these offensive guys. So
Waddle, I believe, was quoted to say "me next," like he wants out next.
okay, there we go. All right, I'm out the loop, but I'm kind of in it, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, for Miami as a it's a nuanced question, but overall, it's good for the future of Miami. They're not going to do like a Pittsburgh Steeler move and try to make everything shake and then have a okay season and just be constant, just going in a circle. It's good. It's just I really hope the owner has the patience for this when it comes to as you heard, I'm not a big fan of Jeff Halfley, but you need to have patience if you're going to be making moves like this because you can't blame him either. I don't want to hear nothing if they suck on defense yet they have two okay competent players. I don't want to hear any of that because y'all are resetting everything, which is good, but that means next year most likely you're going to suck, and that's okay. Just don't be embarrassing. That's all.
Yeah, and like this is a contract year, I think, for like Devon Achan, who just had like his best year
Yeah, he's
as a
getting paid.
Dolphin.
He's getting paid.
Well, is he now? I don't
It's smart.
know.
If they're smart,
The thing is with the Dolphins, I don't know if they're smart, brother.
yeah, that's true. That's true. That's fair. I'm,
These
I'm
are
trying to give it more half the glass half full, just because it looks like they're initiating a new regime,
yeah.
and I respect that. So I'm assuming that they're going to start moving differently. I'm assuming that for their sake, they're at least not the Jets. They're
A
not
lot
great, but they're not the Jets. So
a lot of teams try not to be, but
yes,
we'll see
yes,
how it goes. So, but
yeah. But yeah, Bradley Chubb. Shout out to Bradley Chubb because even though he's older, he is a designated very good pass rusher. So he's going to be sought after, very
yeah.
much so.
And Bradley Chubb is now, like what we mentioned, he's free, and so I believe will be Trey Hendrickson. So there'll be a few names out there that
Mm.
might cause some intrigue. But let's welcome in the professor, Alex Cruz. What's going on, buddy?
What's up? What time is it? Oh, almost 8 o'clock. Oh, 1 minute.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Was I supposed to keep you out for another 50 seconds?
No, I just said 8 o'clock, but
I
I
can't
timed
hear
it
him. Am
right.
I tripping?
No, I hear him.
Okay.
What'd you do?
Hey, Shot Town, say something, dude.
What's up?
Nope, I can't hear him. I don't know why. Don't know why I can't hear him. Okay.
You still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's weird.
Do I,
Well,
I hear both of y'all. So
yeah.
I can hear him.
Not blaming Shot Town. It's
yeah,
probably me.
he hears you.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know what the heck's going on then.
How about now? Alex, say something.
What's up?
Uh-uh.
No.
That's all right. I'm gonna try something. Y'all go ahead.
All right. Well, Alex, we were talking right now about Miami Dolphins making moves, getting rid of Bradley Chubb and Tyreek Hill. For the public, can you share your feelings and thoughts on that strategy, on those decisions?
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. They the new regime is making their footprint right away. Try to make their stamp and try trying to get rid of the get rid of the old cats that's not going to gel well with what their future is going to look like, and it's good. I like it. I know we all think of Hill being still being one of the top wide receivers in the league, but still coming off injury. Then Chubb, he is getting older, but he's still a name that everybody still brings around, but he is still getting older. Um, so are they going to be a contending team next year? I don't like a team that we think that could upset people. Probably not yet, but we'll just have to see. But right now they're heading in the right direction. You're on mute.
Sorry. Yeah, I basically agree with you. They do have to tank, and they have to restart everything. That regime is not his regime. This will be a Green Bay esque kind of new regime for the Miami Dolphins, and especially in a division where you're not really going to be competing right now with like the Patriots or the Bills. Two teams that will be kind of in contention, for at least the foreseeable future, right? At least the next 5 years, those two teams will be ahead of them. So you got to restart. You don't know what you got in Quinn Ewers. You don't know if you're going to be trading to. Well, you most likely will, but you just don't know. And so this is a reclamation project that is going to take a few years. It's what Milton was kind of saying. You got to have to be patient with this, new regime that's going to be coming up right now. So we'll see how it goes. Let's give Milton some time before he comes back in. Do you have any talks, any sports related talks you want to talk about right now before we move on to the next thing until Milton comes back? Alex? Oh God.
Yes, can you hear me? No, you can't hear
Barely.
me.
Now I can.
Really?
Yeah, you kind of glitched out for a
Must have.
second.
I don't know. Oh wow. Oh, just talking
But
about the basketball All Star game was actually. What's up?
okay. No, go ahead. Go ahead. You're good.
No, the basketball game was the All Star weekend was actually not too bad. Besides the dunking contest, I don't think anybody really watched that, but the All Star game itself was pretty good. I liked it.
Yeah, man. Some good things. The guys actually tried, at least for the most part.
Yeah,
More coming from at least I would say Wemby, and then initiated the USA Stripes team to really want to try and not lose to the world team. And then even the USA, what was it? Stars, the old heads, right? That's they wanted to keep Wemby in the team world out of the finals. So they went harder on them as well. So no, I thought it was very competitive. And then the finals came, and then the old heads didn't really try.
it
But
looked like
no,
they were tired.
right, they're ready for their nap time. But how do you feel? Like, do you think this is a good format, or do you think this is more an engagement thing thanks to like Wemby and Ant and even Kawhi, like those guys like really going out there and putting in effort, or is this more just like, hey, Adam Silver, this format actually works overall? Like, where would you say thanks to for this?
I mean, all around. I mean, I think it's a good idea, especially because the jerseys had their country's flag on it in the back. I think anytime any athlete gets to represent some of their heritage or their country, I mean, they're gonna play harder. Um, Obviously, I know some of the old heads just wanted to take like have a little vacation, but then they started saying like, "Hey, this dude over here is trying to show us up in our own land," So we have to play harder, and I like it. I mean, it was cool, man. Like I said, um, Wimby, he went on the record saying that he's gonna play hard no matter if it's just a pickup game or not. Like basically just he didn't say that, but like basically just saying that in those
Yeah,
type of words, like this is the game they love, and he's gonna compete no matter who it is.
yeah, I enjoyed that. Okay, so let me ask this because this has been a topic. I guess the more news media, I haven't really seen it because I'm not really on like I'm not watching First Take or First Things First this week because all the OGs are on vacation and whatnot. Um, Is Wemby kind of established himself as the next face of the NBA, or do we still have competition with other guys like Ant and maybe Cade Cunningham and such like that? How do you feel?
Um, I say he's one of them. I don't think he is yet. Of course, because Cunningham, what he's doing with Detroit right now, and then and I guess it just also depends, right? Because we also know basketball is like the like if you win a ring, you're basically one of the top dogs, and I think whoever wins once before, like out of them three, they're gonna put a face. I mean, SGA is still kind of like a name that people throw around too. So
Milton, we feeling good? We hear Alex and everything?
Yeah. Now I can hear y'all, but Jose, I told you off air, I'm on the computer now, so
Yeah.
forgive me, y'all, if I ask y'all to repeat yourself. I can't hear as well without my headphones, so
No, you're good, brother.
give me some grace there. But yeah, I'm good.
All right, fellas. Well, Alex, thank you for the talk on the NBA All Star Weekend. That's good stuff. We'll see basketball back again when Friday, Saturday, something like that. They get like a week off or whatnot. So we'll get that back soon enough. And Milton, good talk on the Miami Dolphins. So let's get to it, guys. Let's get to what everyone's been here for. What they clicked the title name for the 2025 finals season QB rankings. Here we go. All right, fellas, look at the beautiful face from our episode a few weeks ago. Look at Alex. Look at that smile and Milton's disappointment.
I never.
I'm just chilling, and both of you guys are so happy. That's good. That's good.
Exactly. All right, fellas. Well, 1 through 40. I don't think we need to talk too much about the bottom guys, but we'll get through them nonetheless. And as an added bonus, I did add their stats in where we each ranked them. Plus, as a caveat, had nothing to do with our consensus rankings. I added where the NFL ranked them because they came out with a 63 rank list. So I wanted to show you where the NFL ranked them. So here we go. Number 40, ladies and gentlemen, of the 2025 QB rankings. Russell Wilson with a high of 35 from Alex and a low from the NFL at 45.
Okay.
Feel good about that, right? No problems there?
Yeah. There's no reason to argue, Russ.
He's not the worst guy. Alex, why was he not the worst guy?
Because there's a lot worse.
It could be.
Yeah.
Fair. I'm not going to debate this.
He lost his job so badly, the coach went to the blue tent to make sure he doesn't go back
That's
in
all.
the field.
It was a bad look, man. It's just really bad look.
All right, number 39. Dylan Gabriel with a nice solid. We were all kind of close.
Yeah, that's fine.
Even the NFL said he's worse than Russell Wilson. They put him at 50.
Real quick, everybody that's watching, make sure you like and subscribe because Jose, these graphics are fantastic. Good job, dude.
Do my best. This is all I did last night. This is all last night's work. That's kind of also why
even more respect.
I wasn't prepared. I was like Alex knows. I do this every year. I was not prepared, and I was not going to make 40 of these in short term. Yesterday was rough, so I worked. So, guys, I threw my back out today. Ooh. But anyways, let's go to number 38. Kyler Murray with a high 30 from the NFL. I don't know why. Can anybody explain to me why he got a high 30?
The only reason I can think of, y'all can tell me a different one, is if you go off of the only way this can work is if you take in account completion percentage is everything, then Kyler Murray doesn't absolutely suck.
He also could make broken plays make good plays out of broken plays.
He can, but he didn't really this year.
He did it
all off of this year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's probably 30's kind of high.
Yeah, 30.
Right. So crazy. So completion percentage and what he can do is probably where they got the 30.
Yeah,
I'm assuming.
Right, you can only think, right? But it is what it is. And honestly, for 5 games, because that's all he got to play, not bad numbers.
No, he didn't.
No, I mean, sadly, the Cardinals suck, but that's not bad numbers. You can't really argue that. 1,000 scrimmage yards for 5 games. That's not bad.
Yeah.
37, the QB1 for the Browns.
Okay. All right.
I feel like, Milton, you kind of went a little higher than we
I
did.
can't believe I'm the guy that thought the most high of Shador Sanders. This is great. Okay. I love this. Y'all go ahead and tear them apart. So all the Shador nut riders can be like, man, only melts in those balls. Go ahead, guys. Take control.
He wasn't great this year. I don't get it. Like he
Yeah,
got
I'm
more
with
interceptions than freaking touchdowns. I didn't even include the fumbles because I don't count. I know fumbles is bad, but it's fumbles lost. I think is more important, and they don't really for whatever reason as a QB they don't track that as much as a running back. So I didn't want to put that on here, but like he had more turnovers and scores. Like,
Yep.
what are we talking about? This guy's if he had played all 17 games, he would have been on pace for 20 plus interceptions.
Yep.
So, yeah, Alex,
He's a
Rookie of the Year.
He's a dumpster fire.
This is good. I can't believe. Wow. All right. This is great. Love it.
Great stuff, guys. I love it. All right, 36. Spencer Rattler didn't really have a bad year, but
He really didn't. 41?
yeah, NFL put him at 41, which is still better than Shador.
Yeah. Wait, they had Shador. Where'd they have Shador again?
44.
Okay, yeah. Spencer Rattler, yeah, fair enough. He didn't have a great year. He didn't have a terrible year. I think the Saints just understood there is no ceiling with this guy right now, at least. Let's go with the younger guy. That's really it.
The Dak Glazers in the house. Angel says Dak is way better than everyone. He should be number one. NFL just hating.
That's what's up. Hey,
That's Jeff's burner.
Great job.
It's gotta be Jeff's burner, right? This is so 180 of Jeff, Alex.
Yeah.
Oh shoot. Just love it. But all right. Yeah, I mean, pretty much the same thing. We don't have really much. Okay, Alex, you didn't like Spencer Rattler that much, but you thought he probably had a good, decent season for the time he was on the field, right? Or no?
Yeah, I mean, the thing with Spencer though, he was making some he was the reason why some of the games they lost was because of him.
Yeah.
But like he's a young guy, you would give him some grace for that, but still, like nonetheless, like he's it's a shit show right now in New Orleans.
He should be an interesting trade candidate, right?
I think a good backup, a good name for a backup.
good backup.
Somewhere. Yeah.
Hey, the Colts might need him. Just saying.
Colts. That's wait till the more offseason talk. But Colts should hire about 5 quarterbacks. That's what they should do. If Shane Steichen really cares about his job, just get 5 quarterbacks. You'll be.
It sounds like San Fran is not going to try to let go of Mac Jones unless you bid high. Which is
they're
crazy.
smart. Yeah, they're smart.
So let's see. Number 35, gentlemen. 9 has arrived at number 35 with the NFL with a gracious 33.
Alex, I appreciate that, man. Thanks. I really do appreciate that.
I thought out of the 40, he was the third worst quarterback in the.
That's all right. You could imagine how I was trying to see if I can frame JJ. I can look at a couple numbers and say JJ's good.
I mean, he was in the division, so like I seen a lot of his games. There were some times that he threw some really good balls, but I mean, like, yeah, he has that Jay Cutler arm where he's like, fuck it, he really trusted himself, and he could rip the ball in between some tight spaces. But I think right now he's just that he's not adjusted to the NFL speed. So like a lot of those fastballs that he thought that he could get in college, he was not getting those balls through some tight windows. But I honestly think like he's the type of quarterback that like you have to give him some time. Like I said, there were some games where like, wow, he can't believe he made that fucking throw, like
100%.
Back shoulder throws. They're pretty good, but of course the interceptions kind of killed him, and I mean, kind of sucks.
Will he have well, not technically second year? Will he have a third year glow up at this point?
I think if you compare it to this year, yes. I think Chi-Town broke down the year for JJ 100% correct. But yes, to answer your question, I'll say I think next year, biased a little bit, right? But even objectively speaking, I think he will have a better year. Because like Chi-Town said, I've seen a lot of good in this year. But there was plenty bad. He just wasn't prepared. I think
more bad than good, but yeah.
More bad than good. I agree 100%. But I think Kevin O'Connell, if rumors are true, Kevin O'Connell didn't think JJ was ready. and I think he was proven right. If
Should
that's true.
have just kept Sam. See how it went. That way.
Well, it looked like he wanted it. That's they need a GM. So that's
And he just says, why does the Titans have all ball people in their coaching staff? Because, bro,
it's the Buddha effect.
you can't look better than Cam Ward. That's all.
Or that. And there's going to be like a good luck thing. Every time they score, they're going to somebody's going to rub their head. Something like that. It's going to happen.
Robert Saleh still looking for that hug from Aaron Rodgers. All right, number 34, Justin Fields. That one beautiful interception. Still wasn't good enough to keep his job, sadly.
I only was more charitable because he's a brother. So that's the only reason why he's number 31.
Mm-hmm.
I rate them higher than both of you guys. Or
No.
right.
Lower.
You had him lower than all of us. Yeah.
Which fair enough. I ain't mad at you. I ain't going to defend.
Which he is the biggest Justin Fields fan in this group. So
he is.
Yeah, I mean he didn't have a bad year, but like it kind of sucks whenever you play for the Jets or
and also he had no good. He had like no good games really. Not bad games, I agree, but no good games.
And Woody Johnson being your owner does not help. Out of everything you all just said, all I heard was Steelers 9-8 season.
Well, that's
next year, last year, every year. I'm gonna say negative here. Mike Tomlin retired without going under 500. So lucky him, I guess. Sure. Number 33, Gents. Geno Smith, Alex's worst quarterback of the year, while Milton's highest 25.
Alex.
NFL's 35. I feel like I was more right than y'all, respectfully, but
I think you were right. Yeah,
I think y'all were both outlandish in your own way.
Okay.
I want to hear this debate. Milton, why so high, and Alex, obviously, why so low?
Shaitan, you want me to go first, or you want to go?
Dude, this guy was fucking garbage.
All right, go ahead. You go ahead.
Yeah, he was bad.
Be the positive.
Yeah, he was. His team sucked. I'm not gonna. I'm like it's right. Like it sucks whenever you're a quarterback for a franchise that's not put all the right pieces in front of you. I mean, like this dude was getting hit left and right. He was make sure, of course, but again, like if the casual fan, I'm not saying I'm a casual fan, but a lot of casual fans will be like, "Oh, there's a lot of interceptions." Well, there's a lot of you have to do some digging and be like, why were a lot of these passes like intercepted? A lot more pressure up the middle, but then yet again, there.
Alex is cutting out for you too, right? Like it's not. Just
yeah. Alex is cutting out.
Okay.
Some really bad throws too, like really bad throws. So hold on. I think I'm back.
Alex,
yeah, I can hear you.
Are you off the Wi-Fi? Now? Are you off the Wi-Fi on everything? Because that's kind of like the biggest thing.
It's because I'm in the garage. The kids are still up, so that's why I'm not in the house.
I know. But. Yeah, you're never in your office anymore. Garage has become your new office. But I get it. Nah, you just cut out a few times, but I think we get the gist of it.
I think I get the gist of it. I agree that Geno was not good, and he did make a lot of bad plays. I appreciate Chi-Town being fair and stating the stats. Like anything, we always look at the general stats, touchdown interception ratio. Didn't always tell the whole story. Sure, 19 touchdowns, 17 interceptions. This guy absolutely sucks. He might absolutely suck. That might be true. But the 17 interceptions, they're, like Chi-Town said, there is, if you dig into that, there's a bit, it's more nuanced than that. So when I was doing this list, the reason why I have Geno being 25, other than he's a brother, you got to show support, you know what I mean? But other than that part, he if you look at nerdy stats, pure on target percentage. So this doesn't account for throwaways, tip balls, where this stat is strictly on the quarterback. Did he put the ball where it should have been? And of course, that could be subjective. We don't have to go into detail on that, but that's what the stat is. And Geno was like a top 15 quarterback in that. So a lot of his throws were on target. He had a lot of he's always been a bad red zone quarterback, and he still is. but a lot of the interceptions weren't necessarily on him. And a lot of the big plays that could have been had, he attempted to make. The wide receivers either didn't run the route tree correctly, or something just weird happened. And that kind of happened all year with the Las Vegas Raiders. So I put him at 25 because overall throughout the year, I don't think he was the worst quarterback. And I do think there is a bit more good that he did that's not really on paper. If that makes sense.
Okay.
But honestly, Jose, you're probably more right.
Yeah,
Put that
he was the bottom of the starter scrubs out there. So it is what it is. I mean, Gino. Yeah, they got rid of also Jacoby Myers for him. They traded him away. Brock Bowers got hurt
right
as well. So there's some
offensive
things
line
there.
sucked. Yep.
Yeah, Genty didn't really pan out his rookie year, but again, yeah, like I said, offensive line didn't hold up anybody. So it is what it is. But okay, good first debate there, fellas. Obviously, two different sides there, but I got it right. All right, 32. Kirk O. Cousins. General Kirk is here. Milton with super low. Me and Alex kind of close to what the NFL ranked him at.
I'm wondering what made y'all rank?
The grade 7 yards.
Okay,
well,
sure.
Well, you know what it was. I think for me, Milton, Kirk was part of that group that rallied back to at least get those last 4 straight wins in a row. Whereas I felt like Penix kind of struggled majority of the time, all the time he played. Mm-hmm. I think I ranked Kirk above Penix, but I feel like Kirk didn't. At least he played better than the year before. At least this time around for the short time we had him.
Sure, I don't think he played well at all. I get your point on winning the last couple games, and he had maybe a game. Memory's not serving me, so don't quote me. I think maybe a game or two. Actually, he had a good game of that winning streak. Because you know me, I'm not a quarterback wins guy.
Let me look it up for you.
Yeah, please. Just for the basic stat of it, because but still, just so I think he had 1 or 2 good games out of that stretch.
Come on, Football Reference.
Yeah,
that website's been down for the last 24
it's been
hours.
Kind of tripping. Yeah, it's been doing like weird checks and stuff.
All right, so for the games they played more recently, the last great game he had was against the Buccaneers.
Always.
15. Week 15, and of course against the Saints, stuff like that. So those are some of the games he had this year that really stood out. Obviously, you're right. He wasn't like the greatest. He didn't wow everybody, but I did think he played. I personally thought he played better than Penix, but I don't know if that's how I ranked it. I kind of forgot right now. So
I don't think I ranked him above Penix, but I could actually have forgotten that. But yeah, just watching Kirk this year, I don't see any positive. Maybe I was a bit too harsh with the 36. I could maybe admit that, but I don't think he was any good.
Yeah, there's probably some other guys that might have been worse, but we'll see. We'll see where the other guys are at. Alex, any thoughts on your favorite quarterback of all time?
I just think the offense ran a little bit smoother whenever he was there. It's kind of as far as last year, like compared to last year. Just like I said, it looked like the team was moving the ball a lot better whenever he was at QB.
Which is funny, right? Because that year when he was coming off the Achilles injury, you're like, "Oh, he's done. He's over." And it's call it quits for him. But Angel says, "Sorry, but why does Milton look like a braided 9?
Like JJ McCarthy?
Yep.
These are dreadlocks. If you want a culture appropriate, all right, get the hairstyle right, all right. Ain't braids, all right. But thanks, man. I love number 9, so I'll take it.
For spoiler alerts, Milton asked if he had put Kirk above Penix. He did not.
Okay, let's consistent. Okay, good.
But it looks like Alex did.
Kirk over. Well, he made the statement. It looked better. The offense looked better ran with Kirk, so that's fair.
Yeah.
I don't agree, but I get it.
Yeah. Number 31, gents. Representing all of Ohio, It is
Y'all are wild,
Joe
man.
Flacco. What do you mean? How are we crazy? Alex, he called us crazy.
Yeah.
What are you looking at? Man
Joe
went
Flacco
out there and
sucks.
man
He
went out
sucked.
there and he spanked Pittsburgh.
He sucked this whole year. He didn't have really. I think he had one of those games. It might be the Pittsburgh game. He didn't.
What about
Wasn't
what
good.
about when he almost put 500 on the Bears and
He
still
did.
lost?
He did. That was. I think that was more failure on. Shaitan, you tell me. I forgot how the game went, but I think it was more failure on the defense standpoint of the Bears. I think you could correct me if I'm wrong.
He's chewing, so I can't tell.
And then he froze.
Right yeah. Then
His guys
went out.
his guys are open. He was just getting the ball. I said he did it really?
Yeah, I heard you say did it really.
My internet went out?
Yeah, you're good now.
You
You're good
froze
now.
for a little bit. Go ahead. You're good.
No, I mean, I'm saying that like his receivers are open like throughout the whole game. The ball hot, like
Right.
he saw a hot rate when the blitz would come. He'll throw it right away. So I think, like I said, I mean, I put him at 26. I think he was the best Cincinnati quarterback this year.
Okay. Yeah. Completely disagree there. That's crazy. That's a wild statement.
To be fair, he didn't rank it like that, so he doesn't actually back up his own words by his own ranking.
Okay, and I
think
know
I did.
you have a whole
I'm looking at
thing,
your list right now, Alex. No, you didn't.
and I know Chi-Town throughout the years while you've been on the Puro Pinche Sports, I've heard your slander on Joe Burrow, so I get where this is coming from. So I get the narrative.
Let me ask you this, Milton. Do you think his slander of Joe Burrow is equal or more harsh than my criticism of Herbert?
Well, if I think Chi-Town's is worse because I've heard Chi-Town say a lot of really, really bad things about Joe Burrow. With Justin Herbert, I think you just don't allow me to hype him up as much. You don't really poop on him. You just don't. I put him at a high regard. You don't allow him there. I think Chi-Town, if you made a top something list of quarterbacks, he would have Joe Burrow like at a very disrespectful number.
Just overall. I don't think he's an elite quarterback.
Yeah, see, that's
okay. That's crazy.
Right,
that's crazy.
That's where, yeah.
You know why?
If you take away the availability, he's still
elite. No. You know why? Because people were still trying to say that Bills game he had a good game. The reason why they lost that game was because of him.
Yeah, I agree with that.
No one's disputing that.
Yeah, I don't dispute that. I agree with that.
But if he doesn't throw it to the defensive lineman's hands like they are 2 feet in front of him, then it's a different story. He was cooking all game.
He was cooking all game until when it mattered. So you can say he choked it. Fine. I'm not even going to argue that. That still doesn't make it.
Until those 2 back-to-back interceptions, one becoming a pick 6. Like he was cooking Buffalo like he had done in previous times. So.
And Buffalo's pass defense was top 10 pass defense because everybody keeps pooping on Buffalo's defense. Wasn't good, but pass defense wasn't bad.
So Milton, kind of the reason why I kind of like just to explain my part as far as for Flacco, the reason I put him high is because you saw the quality of what he had to deal with in Cleveland, and the second he got a spotlight, he had 3 game stretch that was like, or 4 game stretch really, with top tier handling with the Bengals. And so
as far as yards per game, it was him and Brissett for a moment, remember?
And passer rating and all that shit. Sure. Yeah, so
sure.
That 4 game stretch kind of like elevated compared to other guys who had just like really fallen through. So
okay, fair enough. It could be. I could just it's Joe Flacco. I think he's funny to even say that he's 20 anything.
Angel's right. Go to the Steelers, take over the whole AFC North. You'll have every jersey from every team there.
That's funny.
And Angel actually agrees with Alex. Joe Flacco was the best Cincy QB of the season.
Okay, Angel. Dak Prescott's number 1.
But he says because Burrow hasn't been healthy, can't be in the top 15 if you can't play all season.
So how many games is it? What's the cutoff? Because people always say that, but how many games is it? A lot of quarterbacks don't play 17 games.
And I guess it's interpreted by your own self because I've seen everyone's rankings, so I know where some people have some outlandish takes and I've seen some good takes. So we're about to find out how we all feel. All right, guys, number 30. It's the man himself, Michael Penix Jr.
Okay. I was highest on him.
So
I figured I'd be.
just to go at it, yeah, you had him like about 9 spots ahead of Kirk. I had Kirk and Penix right next to each other, but I had Penix below Kirk.
I can't, man. I
And
get they were
then
losing. I totally get it. And some of the losses were embarrassing. I believe two of them, for one of them for sure, but two of them were probably embarrassing. I get that. I don't put that on. Penix isn't. He's he's not a fully NFL ready quarterback yet, but I've seen him make throws like your point, Chi-Town on JJ, but a better version, honestly, right now at least. I've seen him make throws to his skill position counterparts. And yeah, Michael Penix is going to be good next year. And speaking of this year, I didn't see much bad. I just didn't see a lot of great, but I didn't see much bad. And the overall, especially that game where they scored like 0 points, I think it was against Carolina. Fair enough. That's a bad taste in a lot of people's mouth. And I get it. Yeah, I get that part. I get it. But I'm not going to just like make him he played a better year, in my opinion, than Kirk Cousins. That's my main thing. I'll say.
he had 2 good games this year. One a win over Washington, and the other one in a loss against the Patriots, where he had the beautiful game with Drake London.
Washington. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Washington game. But Washington defense sucks. So
no, I'm talking about the Patriots game where Drake London was cooking us for a minute.
Yeah, he cooked Gonzalez on that one play. Injured him. Yeah,
injured him.
Yeah, injured him. Son of a.
Hurt me a little bit, but then I realized he was on one of my fantasy teams, and I was like, okay, I'll take it. Fuck it.
Okay, right on. That's where the wound doesn't hurt as much.
All right.
But Michael Penix, I think we're fine. 33, I think is a bit much, but
for 9 games played, 10 touchdowns, it's fine.
He had an okay year with not a lot of huge upside.
No. And they got rid of his entire coaching staff, so let's see what happens. 29. Marcus Mariota, which I believe for Alex, he'd probably say the best Washington Commanders quarterback of the season.
Technically.
Yep. He had a game. Yeah. He had a couple games where he actually played pretty well.
Yeah, I agree.
He had that game with Denver. Very close matchup. They lost in overtime, but it was so close. You saw the heart in Marcus.
Right. You see the heart in Marcus anytime he plays. That's sometimes what gets him in trouble, honestly.
Just to throw it out there, Alex had JD above Marcus, but Milton had Marcus above JD, all by 1 spot. So interesting.
Yeah. Very close.
So, very good season by Marcus. Probably would not be a starter again unless
he's not gonna be a starter.
Yeah.
No.
All right, 28 boys. Cam Moore, the rookie.
Alex.
Very high, Alex. You were very high. You were super generous. I thought he was not his fault. I thought because of the things around him, it was atrocious.
Sure.
But I could not give him any higher than where I put him.
Alex, talk to me. I want to hear.
The NFL has him at 27.
Yeah, forget the NFL. I want to know why you say he's 24.
I mean, he has that it factor. I don't know if you guys don't see it, but
I see it. I know what you're talking about, and I get it.
He also he's just like JJ. He trusts his arm a little too much, thinking that he can make some throws, and that's what's getting him in trouble. But like I said, he is a younger quarterback, and there were some throws that actually he was able to zip the ball better than JJ, obviously, because I have him ranked higher. But man, he was making some crazy ass throws, like for real. And I was like, damn. I think he just put a good coaching staff around him, and I think they did do that this offseason. The Titans they're stacking up with their coaches, and I think you'll see a little bit more. But like I said, this year he showed some promise, and I think he's more of the middle of a pack, especially with the type of quarterbacks that got hurt this year. Obviously, if I'm not mistaken, he played all the games this year.
He did. He did. He didn't get hurt. He wasn't Jackson Dart.
And that's because he was playing behind our pretty bad team. You would think like this guy would want out or they would want to sit him a game, but this is like a Drake. I mean, like a Drake May type of deal. Like I told you guys, get him some live reps. You know the team's gonna be bad. You know he's gonna make some mistakes, and he showed some promise.
I agree with the last
No,
part.
he's got the
Yeah.
promise that
Yeah.
I don't think any of us have said, oh, he's a bust, we quit
No.
on him and all stuff like that. I think between the three of us, we agree that he has a future if you can get him the right things. Now, coaching staff seems like they got him the right stuff.
Yep.
Now the next step is, can we get the personnel? Can we get the right players around him? Can we elevate? I do see the Tennessee Oilers, which they'll be changing their colors to the Oiler colors as their permanent ones. I do see them elevating next year. I don't know if as high as quickly as Vrabel's Patriots did, but
No.
I do see a blossoming year for them. But to be fair, for this year, for what we got, I saw just a lot more impressive stuff from other guys than I saw from Cam Ward. But again, nothing against Cam Ward. It's literally everything around him. It had nothing to do with the man himself. I think he's going to have a good future, as we all think.
Yeah, for sure. You see the 32. Anybody that's watching, all respect to Cam Ward. Sky's the limit for the dude. Just this year, yeah, he didn't have a good year.
It's not his fault. We all agree with that. All right, 27, gents. Jaden Daniels, and I might have been a little too high. I'm sorry.
You're looking at Jaden Daniels from
like
who Jaden Daniels is, and I get it, but not this year, dude. Ain't no way.
This is probably more my fault. And when I was reviewing it, I was like, I'm not gonna backtrack and switch things up. I already put him where I put him. I was like,
right on.
I was like, you know what? Realistically, he's a lot lower than this. The injury parts, I mean, I'm not putting all the blame on him because there are some games where, like, why are you even putting him out there? You don't even need to put him out there.
Yeah, after the first injury, for sure.
Yeah, but like the first, I didn't think he was like horrendous. The first, like,
he wasn't last year. He wasn't last year, Jaden, though.
I mean that Jaden I probably gave like top 5 to be
sure.
Fair. This
okay,
one,
that's fair.
Yeah.
But still, yeah, he did not. Even when he was playing,
I'm sorry.
For sure, when he was playing, he did not play well. In my opinion, he didn't play. Then it wasn't terrible. He didn't stink it up. He went 9, but
no,
he did not have a good year this year.
He had some bad moments.
Yes, for sure.
I also blame Terry taking that time off to try to get that contract, which lost them reps and lost them that flow.
I agree. Couldn't agree more with that.
So I apologize, gents. I will take the L for this one. The NFL also said 38, and I probably should have put it more at 30, like y'all did.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. All right, 26, Mr. Tua Tagovailoa, as in I don't play in the cold because it's too freezing. He lost his job, gentlemen. He's number 37. So you see he's only one spot higher than freaking Jaden in the NFL's eyes.
Man, that's interesting.
And he played nearly a full season. So how do we feel about the fall of Tua Tagovailoa?
I think we all saw it coming. I think we did. I don't know about you, Alex, but Tua has a ceiling. And the ceilings, if in the right coaching staff, the right offensive line, the right protection, the right scheme, the right weapons, everything right, it can get you in the playoffs, and not him specifically, but he can win a game. He could be a part of a team to win playoff games.
And not only that, sorry, Milton, but he'll put up crazy numbers.
He can.
Yeah, he'll put up.
We've seen it.
Yeah,
right.
He can put up some video game numbers. Right. Like you said, I think what Tua, when he looks the best is whenever HN is having a great game and he only has to throw the ball to like 20 to 25 times a game, and that's when Tua looks like, he starts making it a fool out of everybody. Like he starts putting up these crazy numbers, 5 touchdowns, 300 yards or whatever, 4 touchdowns, 300 yards. But it also helps because he had a lot of burners on the offense.
Fastest offensive team at that point, right?
So
when you don't have that,
yeah. So I think the end of the year he was starting to play really good. He started playing well. Oh no!
Except in crucial moments, that's the negative with them. Because when it came to the fourth, they're this close. Ooh, defense made a stop. He throws a pick. You know what I'm saying? That's not Tua, especially what Tua did off the field and how vocal he was about his team, right or wrong. That's you have to play at a certain level if you're going to talk like that.
Mhm.
and he didn't. So it's all negative for Tua, honestly. I think future wise, he can be one of those reclamation projects. Sam Darnold, Daniel Jones, one of those kind of guys. It's like Chi-Town, I agree. Like I said earlier, right system, good protection, right weapons. Tua does not suck. He does not suck. But this year, he kind of sucked. That's why I had him as the lowest out of all of us.
There you go. He sucked. I think we all agree. Doesn't matter. But no, 2022 passes. You keep him fine. Everywhere else stinks. Don't know. I don't think you'll find a trade partner for him. Unless someone wants to really pay him that $53 million a year, you won't find a trade partner for him. So he'll be a great available free agent once they do cut him.
I might meet his backup in a couple. I think like in 2 months.
Quinn?
Yeah, he's I already told you guys that he played for where my son plays for right now, like that
Little league.
that little league. He used to play for that team that my son's on, and we actually had a coaches meeting, and they're saying that they got a hold of his team, and they're trying to see if he could come before training camp and do a little training for. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Alex, I heard my Achilles doing those drills the other day because I was wearing cowboy boots.
They had training yesterday. I took like 4 or 5 kids from the football team, and we did ladder drills, and we did a bunch of drills at the fields. It was pretty cool.
Milton, I was just trying to get my kid involved to get him to practice with Alex's kid, and I tried to show him, and I was wearing cowboy boots. Not the right decision to do.
You are funny, man. Yeah, there's reason why there's like the shoe genres. There's reasons why they like sports athletic.
I didn't realize when I was going to Alex's house we're gonna be doing drills. Okay,
That's fair.
I should have brought 10.
You always gotta have him in the trunk, man. Come on.
Nah,
well, now you know.
Nah.
No, still no. Okay.
Nah,
especially coming to a coach's house.
You know,
and never know. Yeah.
And maybe that has to do with how I also ended up throwing my back out today. So we'll see.
Come on, Jose. That's too well.
I mean, it's not been a great week for me. Okay,
let's see you.
I'm on crutches and I'm on freaking in bed. I'm Chris Broussard right now. I'm just
that's funny.
Bring me out on the stretcher, guys.
That is funny. Okay.
All right, number 25, gents. Jacoby Brissett, the true QB1 of Arizona this past season.
For sure.
Probably will not be QB1 anywhere this season, to be fair.
Unfortunately.
Unless someone gets hurt. But Jacoby, a nice bounce back after a bad Patriots season the year before. Not really resulting in many wins. I think they only got 1 or 2 with Jacoby on the helm. But, hey, good season, right? Nothing too crazy. Alex with a nice 21. I mean, you really loved his season, I guess.
He had a lot of garbage stats.
He did.
But I mean, that still shows he's a good quarterback. You know what I mean?
Serviceable.
Serviceable. He put it there. I think Michael Wilson's a stud, but I think he let Michael Wilson really shine. So I'll give him credit for that.
Well, Wilson, McBride, they shined out.
McBride,
even with Marvin Harrison, I mean, he had some glimpses of why you drafted him at 4.
Sure.
But
how many games did he play?
He played, I think, about 10. I'm gonna look right now. Marvin Harrison.
You talking about Brissett or Marvin Harrison?
Brissett.
Oh, Brissett. Okay, because Harrison played 12.
He started 12. It says he played 14, but he started 12.
Well, Brissett. No, I was talking about Harrison, but he started 12. Yeah, played 14.
12, okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So yeah, because Kyler only played 5. So.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 24, gents. Jackson Dart.
We're on the same page. I like that.
About the same area.
I didn't want anybody disrespecting Dart. All right, I didn't want to be too high on him. I'm glad I wasn't, but I didn't want to be disrespecting Dart. Dart had a good season, and he has hopefully a bright future.
As long as he stays out of the medical tent, for the love of God.
That's
kind of honestly why I had him a little lower than y'all did. For that. And plus, once you saw kind of like the dip in his loss with Neighbors and Cam, you kind of saw the dip in production as a team overall. Not his fault, obviously, but still, he's more useful when he has those guys around. Obviously, those are 2 good talents. So
he was my highest rated quarterback coming out of the draft.
Yeah.
Ole Miss. Yeah, I thought he shocked a lot of people, and I'm like, oh, like don't be
What?
shocked. This is the type of stuff he was doing. I said that this is the type of stuff he was doing in college too, able to use his legs and stuff.
Yeah, we all had him above Cam, so yeah, we all rated him higher than is the highest rookie coming out.
Yeah.
So
Shout out to Jackson Dart. Bright future, hopefully, for the brother.
stay at the blue 10, bro.
Yeah.
All right, 23. Tyler Shuck. I was very generous.
Jose. Well, you
I was
believed in the
very-
hype. Huh? What? You're
That
the last person I thought.
that last 5-6 weeks of the season,
I get it,
he
but
he kind of crushed it. Look, he didn't get the touchdowns, right? Because his touchdown numbers aren't there, but he got him into the positions they needed
I
to
was
be
going to
to
say, yes,
score.
if you watched him play,
Yeah,
he played good quarterback play. I agree.
yeah.
17's a bit much, though. I got it. I got it.
Look. When I was grading all these guys, and there was look. You also got to remember low expectations, high reward when you impress me enough to do it.
That's fair.
If I have also high expectations and you fail me, you're gonna see some guys that y'all know I like that I have under Tyler Shuck.
Yeah,
So
I could see 17. I can't wait to see how this list pans out now.
So
Yeah, you rank Tyler in front of Dart, right?
yeah. So technically,
Yeah,
I did. He's my highest rookie. Yeah, technically, yes.
Tyler. I get that. There was a. We'll see. We'll see. I can't wait.
He won't be this high in my preseason rankings for next year. I'll just tell you right now.
Mhm.
But from
It's
what
funny.
I saw,
It's funny because like Jose, you kind of like made fun of him.
0-17, baby. 0-17.
Yeah, no, you were making fun of him
Yeah.
too. Like Tyler.
Yeah,
Oh,
I can't believe you did this. All right. I can't wait. Let's do it. Like, come on.
Me doing that put him above a lot of other guys that we just talked about. All right, so let's get to it. Yeah, definitely. Wow, I definitely put him high.
Jose, you're looking at your own. Come on, let's do it. What's
22. Mac Jones is here.
Ain't no way. Tyler Shuck had a better. That's why you're laughing. How dare you disrespect Mac? And Alex, you too. What the heck? Mac had a good when he played. He had a good year. If you compare him to any of the NFL quarterbacks, I want to hear what the heck's going on, guys. Come on.
They had about similar numbers.
I mean, what was the game where he played against the Saints, right? Where like he was kind of struggling, and then there was one game where his ass was hanging out because he was fucking like.
Okay, that's
You
not,
remember that?
not going to give you cool. Yes, I remember that. Yes. You're not going to negate. I'm not going to negative impact.
How dare you criticize him for having his cheeks out?
He doesn't do squats
but
and
I think-
deadlifts, dude. All right, chill.
But how many games did he play? He played what, about 6 or 8?
I think
No,
8.
he played about he
Played
started
half
about
the
8.
season. 8, 5-3. He went 5-3. Quarterback wins.
Yeah.
I mean, that's still kind of like middle tier ish to
Wait.
me.
You can't be mad at us, Milton, because one, Mac Jones was 25 in the NFL's eyes, and they have Dart and Shuck above him as well.
Don't care. If you look objectively at anything you want to look at, Jackson Dart, who you said Tyler Shuck, and Mac Jones beats him at everything, every single thing, other than games played. So if you do the games played thing, I get it, but I'm not gonna. If he played 4 games, sure.
So I can compare. So because they're right next to each other, they have on NFL they have them their stats and their rankings. So Tyler Shuck was 22 on their eyes, and Mac Jones 25 in their eyes. So Mac Jones played 12 games, Shuck played 11.
Mm-hmm.
Mac won in percentage completions, but Tyler Shuck won in passing yards, and that's with one less game.
Sure.
Yards per passing average about the same, 7.3, 7.4. Total touchdowns 13 equal, interceptions equal at 6. Rushing yards, Tyler Shuck beats him by 120.
Okay, we're not talking rushing yards here.
And hey, that counts. We can't negate it. Hey, in the NFL, we're not gonna negate it. So you scramble.
Sure. Okay.
So, and technically, Mac Jones had more fumbles than Tyler Shuck. So there's a lot more Tyler Shuck positivity than you think.
No, I'm not trying to demean Tyler Shuck. I'm saying maybe I should have specified any efficiency standpoint on EPA per play, QBR, whatever. Mac Jones objectively played better than both of those guys. That's y'all are wild, man.
Alex doesn't agree.
Yeah. Yeah. It is what it is. Luckily, Max, not number quarterback one, so I ain't going to defend him too much, but he did have a good year. 100%. He showed that he doesn't suck. Okay.
You give him the right coach, at least, like QB guy.
If you just don't shoot him in the foot, like you don't.
If you don't give him Matt Patricia, you'll be fine.
Okay, that's all I'm saying. Matt Patricia and Joe Judge. Let's just not do that. Yeah. He'll be actually serviceable, like you said. Good.
Right. Or Bill O'Brien. Jesus. All right, number 21, gentlemen. CJ Stroud, another victim of my Tyler Shuck rankings.
Oh, I would not say Tyler Shuck was better than CJ.
Oh, wow.
For expectations of what CJ should have been, I feel the Houston defense carried this team to the divisional round, and they could have taken them to the AFC Championship game if it wasn't for this man.
I wouldn't even it's not just his fault. If he's protected, CJ Stroud is a good quarterback. Better than good quarterback. Because people think I hate CJ Stroud. When he's protected, he is above average. Okay? He wasn't protected this year. He can make 100%. Jose, you're funny. But at least you already called it. Yeah. Oh man, now it's gonna be Tyler Shuck. I'm gonna.
Hey, you have Mac Jones above CJ yourself.
Mac Jones had a better year than CJ, in my opinion. Sure did. I will confidently.
I wish Cody was watching this live. I wish he was.
Yeah.
Oh, he would hate that. He would hate that.
Cody would be pissed. I think he would even be mad at my 18.
Yeah, he'd be mad at all of us. Like, how dare you not put him in my top 13?
Right. How's he not top 15, guys? Yeah. Okay. He's not.
He's better than Drake.
All right. Yeah.
He
didn't know he would.
He might. You never know.
He might.
All right. Number
Was he the best quarterback on his own team?
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, but I get it. You're really gonna piss Cody off. All right, go ahead.
I don't see anything wrong with that. All right, number 20, guys. We have now gone halfway through the list so far. How are we feeling, guys? Pretty good?
Tyler Shuck.
There's some names. There's some names that should have been called already, but
the Shuck effect. See. Let's do it.
They might be coming up soon, so we'll see. Do the names that Alex wanted in the bottom 20 make it to the top 15? We will find out. Aaron Rodgers hits 20 on the spot for Alex.
Jose, I want to give you proper credit. That is mature of you, okay, to put him at 18. Because you have agendas against this man, and I don't understand all the way why. It seems like I'm the defender of Aaron Rodgers, and
you put him the lowest.
And yeah, right. So I give y'all respect.
One spot under Tyler Shuck. I'm just saying.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna try to keep Tyler Shuck out of this, but now it's gonna be another. Okay. But yeah, Eric, I think this is perfect. This is perfect right here.
I don't think anyone's complaining. Not even Alex, who actually put him at 20. You think I'm the hater of Aaron Rodgers, but Alex doesn't think he's top 10.
Like all time?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Surprisingly,
someday. Okay, that did surprise me. That's another conversation. Okay, I'll leave that on.
We can talk about that next week. They came out with the top 100 all time, so we can talk about it next week.
Let's do it.
All right, guys. Number 19, Bryce Young, Mr. 8 and 9. I think Alex might have a little beef with this one because he put him top 15, while me and Milton were not as encouraged. We were encouraged compared to last year, but not as encouraged as Alex himself. Alex, talk to us.
Again, Tyler was better. Yeah, like I said, he's making strides to be a good QB in the NFL. A lot of people written him off so quick. Everybody told him he was too small. He's made some good throws this year that kind of like made your eyes pop, especially in the playoff games and especially against the Rams twice this year that everybody had him written off. So, yeah, I think if you start thinking about the QBs that played this year uh, and able to start all their games, especially coming from a small QB, and he was able to still play all their games this year. I think he had a pretty good year. Like I said, middle pack. I think it's a good number for everybody. Like the NFL put him at 21. So I mean, I might have been kind of high on him, but
You
it's
were
because
really
I
impressed
mean,
with him. You were really impressed with
yeah,
him.
I really was. Yeah.
Yeah. You saw everyone doubting him, especially like Cody, who thought he would be like 0-17 back-to-back years.
Yeah, there's no way. I don't. Yeah, no.
As far as the Tyler Shook agenda, ladies and gentlemen, Tyler Shook had a better QBR, better passer rating, and a better passing completion.
Good for you. Good for you, Jose. Good for you. I ain't gonna argue with Bryce Young and Tyler Shook. We ain't doing that.
All the stats that these freaking computers are putting out there that make a QB great, I guess QBR and all that stuff.
QBR is good.
Tyler Shook would have beaten the
Rams.
Rams 2-0 this year.
All right, now you're doing it. All right, now you're doing it.
All
shout
right,
out
guys.
to Bryce. Bryce is just gonna keep moving like this. So shout out to Bryce.
I'm going to be very intrigued about what the next few names come up. Let's find out because I kind of forgot. All right, number 18. Joe Burrow with that top 9 pick from Milton.
No freaking way.
I'm the crazy one?
Yes.
It's because of the games?
Kind of, yeah.
Hey, hold on.
Go ahead.
I picked this guy to pick be MVP at the beginning of the year. I was high as hell on him. I watched every single game that he played because I have NFL Pass.
Sure.
Dude, the first 2 games he was bad. I mean, at the beginning of the year,
They're kind of cutting out Alex.
He was playing well against. I mean, he came back. He came back. He started playing well, but then there was no like, oh my god, games. All those like crazy games. He was putting up crazy numbers. I mean, obviously his fucking defense was giving up 40 points every game, so he was right back on the field right after there was score on him. So, I mean, it's kind of hard to put a guy in the top 10 when he can't stay healthy. I don't know.
Are you surprised I put him at 20 myself?
Yes. If your argument is games played, I'm not mad at you because that's your criteria, and I disagree with it. But I mean, I can't say that it's not sound. It's logical formation. If you want to say, well, if he didn't play, I just want to know the games. But if he didn't play more than 12 games, it's a negative. Or best ability is availability. That whole argument, I get it. And even though I disagree with it, I get it. I don't put that in account unless he played like 4 games, sure. But he didn't. He played half the season. And I agree with the Chi-Town. They didn't start off well, but he played well throughout the year as the year progressed. And they said he was nursing an injury in the beginning of the season. So I'm going to put that in account as well. I know he played. I know. I'm just saying. I'm just putting. Go ahead.
So for me, the reason I put him at 20 is because he had 8 full games, right? Let's go with 8 full games. I know second game he kind of left early, but whatever. It's about 50-50. He had 50% good games, 50% bad games. And then realistically, that's not enough for me to be like, oh, I want to put you super high, like in the top 10 and stuff like that. Because, yes, he had the highest of highs with that games against Baltimore, Miami, and Arizona. But that's not the same as his bad games. Even the games he won with Cleveland and Jacksonville, those were not good, really. They were ugly wins. And then, of course, he could have had a spectacular win against Buffalo, which I probably would have ranked him higher. But like Alex mentioned earlier, he threw the ball literally right into the D-line's hands, back-to-back drives, one of them resulting into – well, both of them really resulting into a score and 14-point swing. So I get how great he is because I do believe he's still elite. I do believe he's still top 4 when he's – how you refer to him as the 4 horsemen.
Yep.
But this year wasn't that kind of year. If I'm like this with Dak Prescott, because Dak is kind of the same situation as Joe is, every other year they get hurt, then I have to be fair as to I have to put Joe a lot lower than where I would like to income because he wasn't available. He had as many as bad games as he had good.
I don't. That's where I disagree. Okay, let's finally just attack it. So everything else other than what that statement right there, I don't agree with. You say like 50-50. I don't see unless my memory is wrong. I don't see half of the games he played bad, half of the games he played good.
So let's break it down. Week 1 against Cleveland Cavaliers, they win 17-16. It
was
ugly.
Cleveland Cavaliers. You're so funny.
That's how bad it is. That's how bad it is.
Good.
That was not a good game. Y'all gonna say okay.
No,
the next week against Jacksonville when he got hurt and Jake Browning had to come and finish it up. It wasn't good.
He got hurt.
Yeah, but it wasn't good.
Yeah, it wasn't.
50% completions, 1 touchdown. It wasn't good. He was playing kind of poorly in that game.
Okay.
Then he comes back 10 weeks later, balls out against Baltimore. So that would be his first good game.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still 1-2. Depending on how you want to rank it, I'm going with Alex. Buffalo game was bad game because he's the reason why they evidently lost. His 2 turnovers cost them the game.
Okay. Y'all keep that same. Okay.
Alex, you agree? Disagree?
So if you play well all game, and I agree, he made mistakes in the fourth. You're saying the entire game he played bad. Is that what you're saying?
Hey, if you take those 2 turnovers, take 1 turnover away, it's great. But those 2 turnovers was a 14-point swing.
Right, and if you take how about we take away the 4 touchdowns too? We can't, right? We can't do that because they wouldn't be in the game. Right,
but you lost because you gave them 2 touchdowns.
Sure. Well, I'm just saying the statement you said on this. I'm going to consider this a bad game. I completely disagree, and I don't think you can really. There's no argument. Okay, because
he gave him the game.
He gave him the game. Okay, so if you have a game-losing interception or turnover, that means that game was bad. Is that what you're saying? Because we're going to keep it.
It wasn't.
We're going to keep it consistent.
Here's the problem. If it was like at the end of the game losing, whatnot, you're right. No, it was in the middle of the game. What was it like in the early 4th quarter, late 3rd quarter, something like that? When those 2 drives happen, and they don't recover. They make 1 more touchdown to bring it close to like 5 points, and that's it. They don't ever really take back the ball back.
And you know what's crazy, Jose? What's crazy is that game was I think the only game that their defense was actually playing well.
Right, because they were holding they were up like 17 points at that point, or 14 points, whatever it was.
And those numbers that they scored, like those could be like, defense gave up. Well, the offense put them in bad positions, and it was towards the end of the game. Why? They gave up 10 points because of it. And I think the interception, I think they scored a field goal. That's 10 points. It's like a 10-point swing, Still, like you had chances to pretty much put this game to bed.
Okay. Yeah, I still don't say that's a bad game by Joe Burrow. After all of that, that's not a bad game by Joe Burrow. He had more good games than bad games, objectively.
It's a fourth quarter loss. I'm looking it up right now. With 5 minutes left in the game, that's when that first turnover interception happens.
Yep.
And then the next drive, they that puts them up 4. Then he turns it over again. Then they're up by 11, and then they have that 25-yard pass to T. Higgins that makes it a 5-point game. But no, that game was lost because of Joe Burrow. That's a bad game. That's not a good game.
Okay. I didn't say it was a good win. I'm just saying it was a good game by Joe Burrow. Overall, he had bad moments. The bad moment doesn't make a bad game. That's 100% true. Like if 2 bad games don't make a bad season.
Then that because I still have a 1-3. Then that game leads to a press conference where he's contemplating retirement, which then he has a 0 game against Baltimore, which is now that 1-4 in my opinion. Then he destroys Miami, destroys Arizona. That's 3-4. Then they lose to the Browns final week of the season. Whatever. He didn't play good. They lost 18-20. That's 3 games to 5. That's not a good season.
Right. That's to you. I disagree with that. That's to you.
All
I
right.
get that.
So
but I disagree with that.
even if you flip Buffalo in this situation than for you. That's only 4-4.
50-50.
That's only half the games.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
With the Cleveland game, I wouldn't consider that a bad game, though. You're saying it's a bad game.
By his standards, yes.
Let's not do Let's just sit. I'm not looking at legacy. I'm not looking at merit. I'm not looking at who do you want on your team. I'm not looking at any of that. I'm looking at what happened this year. And Joe Burrow this year had a good year. Better than a 25th ranked quarterback and better than a 20th ranked quarterback. Better than Tyler Shuck.
He got
Can I
Tyler
just
Shucked.
say that?
I'm sorry. No, he got Tyler Shucked.
Go
So
ahead.
hold
Tell me.
on. So you think it's you think it's right for him to only, like, okay, he got hurt or whatever, but still think it's right to rank him to the top 10 versus a guy that played all 16 games. He might have had one or two more interceptions to his stats because obviously he played more games, right? They're gonna say, well, he had more bad games too. Well, because he played more games too,
Well,
right?
yeah, if you say that, then yes, I agree.
Yeah, exactly. That to me, like, it sucks, but it's not fair for the other guys that you have ranked behind him. I'm pretty sure you're probably gonna have maybe Jordan Love. I think Jordan Love had I always talk shit about Jordan Love, but Jordan Love I think played better than
This
Joe
year.
Burrow.
This year, I
Yes.
mean, they were very similar. Yeah, they're very close in my rankings, I believe, unless I'm freaking wrong. But they're very close in my rankings. Yes, they have very similar
But
years, in my opinion. I get the game thing. Again, the game thing shut down
Yeah.
Jose. I'm not arguing with y'all on the game thing. I get the game thing. I totally get it. I'm not going to argue that. That's fair point. That's sound. I don't agree with it, but it's sound. It's not failure in logic. Everything else, yeah, completely disagree. Completely disagree. Joe Burrow had a good year. That's why I have him top
But
10. Sure do.
but
Now 10, 11, maybe.
good years don't give them top 10. And
I think so. It depends on the year. You just said it.
This wasn't the year for that. This wasn't the
Really?
year. This wasn't the
Okay.
year to fight for him to
Okay.
be top 10. I
We'll
would.
see. We'll see.
There's a guy you ranked really low that you love, which I thought had a better year than Joe. But we'll get to it in a bit.
Good.
Number 17, gentlemen, Jalen Hurts. This is a low high for me on Milton's side too, but again, he got shucked. So
21st is crazy. Yeah. Again, I get I guess where our criteria is different, even though the prompt is the same. It's for this year only.
So
not go ahead.
so but me and Alex are gonna say different reasons why we have him low. I already know that because Alex has always been lower on Jalen Hurts than I have been.
Mhm.
I have Jalen Hurts low because of how this team was structured this season. You know how critical I've been about the Eagles all year long with the offensive coordinator, Kevin Patullo,
Sure.
and how all that scheme won everything. Well, all that is indicative to why I put him at 21. It has nothing to do with I don't think Jalen Hurts is good enough to be better than this because I obviously think in the past that he's a top 10 quarterback or at least a fringe one. But the way that he was positioned this year, I can't put him much higher because of how great that offense is, how that was a number one offense, and how he was forced to play like he was back in freaking Pee Wee school.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I have him lower than you do, at least that low. Alex is probably going to be a different reason than me, but that's why I have him that low. Not because I don't think he has a talent.
Yeah.
I just think going back to his Alabama days is just that the one thing that's always stuck out to me is that he's never been really consistent with uh being I would say like those wow crazy throws that make you be like like his arm is special. You know what I mean? Um, he had the same thing in Oklahoma. In Philly, he had a couple of games where like, okay, you could put the ball on his shoulder and see if you could rip it. And sometimes he looks good, but most of the times that when they do try to put the ball on his hand, it kind of does it goes left, right? Most of the time it could be coaching. We know that, right? The scheme wasn't, especially the running scheme was not designed right. The running,
And
I
you
didn't
seen
like
the
it.
passing plays? It sucked. What the heck was all that?
That
Go ahead.
that too. I mean, I think there was a game where it came down to the very last play, and they literally ran like two. They ran like a levels type of routes,
Yeah,
team
right.
to the right, where and it was in the red zone, which is terrible. I'm like, what are you doing? And it was like it looked like a cover two look, and that play was never gonna work. And yeah, like this year kind of sucked for him because one, he had to be the guy, the scapegoat, obviously, because all this stuff that was happening within his locker room. Uh, at 13, it's kind of high for me, but I think he was like a middle of the tier. Like I said, sometimes stats don't really tell you the whole story.
For sure. There's
Yeah,
context to it. I agree
Because it
with
looks
that.
good. It looks great, right? Like almost 3,800 scrimmage yards, 34 touchdowns, 6 interceptions.
Yeah, that would make
That
a
looks
top.
like a top 10.
Right,
yeah.
right. He's not. He was not. It was not a top 10 season. I agree. But
I just don't think it was
Jay,
top 15 season too, or top 20 in this case, in my opinion. Yeah.
I think so. I think he was more of, I'm not going to put a negative connotation on his name because Kevin Patullo absolutely sucks and the offensive line got hurt and all of these things. When it came to Jalen Hurts throwing the ball, he was on target more than he wasn't. And unfortunately, the receivers this year weren't vibing. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But
It wasn't pretty, dude. There was games where they had only 3 passes to Smith and Brown. That
sure.
game with Buffalo, they stopped passing him, having him pass the ball in the second half completely.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, that's
there
coaching.
was-
That's not him.
That's what I'm saying. The coaching led to him having this bad number for me. That's
Okay.
what it is. It has nothing to do with Jalen himself. It's just like Alex was talking about with Joe Burrow earlier. There was guys that impressed me way more this season than Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is not impressed, and it's not his fault. It's the coaching.
Okay, go ahead.
But all right, gentlemen, we're going into top 16. Normally it's the halfway point, but not in this situation. Lamar Jackson. We're all about the same. NFL a little too high. With that,
Well, it's Lamar, the NFL. Everybody the Lamar conspirators and saying all this stuff. NFL loves Lamar. Okay, shut up. Obviously, look at him. 11. They did not have the 11th best quarterback year this year.
They put him one spot behind Joe Burrow.
One spot behind Joe Burrow.
Joe was 10.
Joe was 10. Huh.
You
Okay.
see what I mean? I wanted to put the NFL out there for context.
Huh. Very. Yeah, I didn't even look at the NFL's list. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Placement.
But we all agree this was not a great year for Lamar. Still a lot better than some other guys that I had above. He didn't get shucked. That makes you feel better, guys. He was one spot from being.
I think he should have, because they've had the opposite years. Like Lamar in the beginning of the year, that saved this whole year was the beginning of this year. That's the only thing that saved him. If he continued playing if it was more of the latter half throughout the whole year, this dude would be 20-something ranked. He did not. He had a bad second half of the year. You can say injury and all that. Fair enough. Whatever. I don't know. But the beginning of this year saved all of his statistics. I'll say that.
All right. Any debates? No, we're good.
No, you're all about the
15,
same.
gentlemen. Baker Mayfield.
I'm the lowest. Fair enough.
You are the lowest, but
Damn
it
it.
still feels about the same area-ish, kind of. Alex maybe had him at fringe top 10. Alex, you want to explain why you had him like right at near top 10, but not really?
Dude, he was the quarterback that was probably odds-on favorite to be like MVP at the beginning of the year, and his shit dipped like crazy. The latter half of the year just really
Was bad.
it was really bad. I mean, but we still gotta put in account what he did at the beginning of the year too.
Right,
I think what really saved like Lamar, like what you said about Lamar, I think what really saved
Was the
Baker
beginning.
was the beginning. Yeah.
And the context with it, because injury on the offensive line, receivers, I got you. I'm with you. That's why he was even this high. And my first list, he was teetering 11 maybe or 10. But the latter half, you get negative points for that. Him, Lamar, and somebody else.
Hey, first half of the
Mahomes.
season, he was number one. I don't know what y'all talking about. He was MVP.
I know, Jose. I know. And Tampa Bay
Yeah,
was
that's what I
Super Bowl
said.
bound. I got you.
That was my pick, Alex. I'll never forget. The real
But
ones
yeah.
never forget.
Him, a future Hall of Famer. Well, actually, I think all three of these guys could be future Hall of Famers. Him, Lamar, and another guy that hasn't been named all got dinged. And on my on my tiers, last year woes is their reason why they kind of dipped. They're better than this. He ain't the 16th best quarterback, in my opinion. I think he's better.
His last great game was Week 9 against the Patriots.
It's not good.
That wasn't a loss. Everything else.
That is not
After
good.
that loss, they only won 2 games. They lost 6. They went 2-6 after that New England loss. So
And he didn't play well.
no, he did not play well, and that's even after he got Godwin and
Got all
Evans
his
back.
yep, got it. And his offensive line got more healthy. Not all the way healthy, but more healthy. And he's still the whole team. It wasn't just Baker. The defense sucked too. I think he really excels, obviously, with the help, but with a good defense. With a bad defense, Baker is a gunslinger. He's gonna make mistakes. So limit the mistakes, and Baker's the first half of the year.
All right, entering top 14, gents.
Sure.
Denny Dimes does not get dimes.
So disrespectful. Y'all are so disrespectful, dude.
What are you talking about? What are we talking about?
I appreciate the top 15 out of you, Jose, because I expected something more disrespectful out of you.
Hey, you didn't get shucked. I don't know what you're talking about. He didn't get shucked.
He didn't get shucked. Okay, yeah, he didn't. He didn't.
Yeah, he didn't get shucked.
That's good. That's actually good. You know what? I'm actually happy. Now that we have a whole different thing and shucked, he didn't get shucked. So I'm actually happy about this thing. But I think Daniel Jones, because I'm the outlier, I think Daniel Jones overall this year played a top 10 year. He was efficient. He did what he had to do. Yes, he wasn't the – I actually don't like when people say that. They say he's not the reason that they win. Sure, but immediately when he was gone, this team had no chance. 0 chance. So I do think he has a really big part on, why did they win games? Not because of him. I doubt that. They won a lot of the games with him. I'll say that. That. With him, he was the perfect piece. Shane Steichen called it. Close-ish. Very similar. Very similar, actually. Yes, I think you called somebody else Ryan Tannehill, and I disagree. But this is I think this is a better comparison to Ryan Tannehill, Chi-Town. I do agree with that.
I only said Drake May because they were coached by the same guy, and he had under the same system. It looked similar to me, kind of what.
But I think this is way more comparable.
Yeah,
high running game, good offensive line. Little to no mistakes.
Second team, or in this case, it would be third, but second team starting.
Mm-hmm. So,
like that,
shout out to Daniel Jones. I think you had a top 10 year, brother.
We won't have a grade for you for 2026 because that Achilles will keep you out all year long, buddy. I'm sorry.
I don't think so. I think he's supposed to be a week 1.
That's a 12-month recovery, dog.
I understand. I think he's going to start week 1.
I'm at 7 months and I'm fucking dying.
Just watch. I know
it's the first week of December.
You know what? You're right. Okay. I think you're probably right. Well, I'll say this: you're probably right on that. That was
who would sign him?
Well, I think he's going to resign. I think he's going to resign with Indianapolis for sure. For sure.
Super minimum.
Because not super minimum, but just not. I think Daniel Jones knows his position right now. He can make a lot of money, or you can prove yourself again, because there's still naysayers out there because when he got hurt and that wasn't on record and everybody was like, oh, see, he's dipping. He's not playing this well. And nobody forgot about his freaking leg on the opposite side. I think the Colts know the potential they have with him as quarterback, not his MVP and all that kind of stuff, but how efficient he was with that offense. There's a reason why they traded for Sauce Gardner, giving up their future because they have him. That means a lot. So I do think, unless Daniel Jones is a freaking idiot and he wants to get the maximum, they're going to resign.
Yeah, brother.
I hope not.
He'll be a Jet. He'll be a Jet.
If he'll be a Jet, he'll deserve everything that comes to him. At that point, he goes for the bag and goes to the Jets. I agree. Go ahead.
All right, guys. No dispute here. So going to 13. Jordan Love. We got it all.
Chi-Town, I'm proud of you, dude. Proud of you, man.
Yeah. Or should we be disappointed in you, Milton? A little too high.
I don't think so. I think 11. Well, we're two rankings away from Alex, 3 from you.
3 from the NFL.
NFL, I don't care what the NFL says, but
Yeah.
I Jordan Love. Overall, he had a good year. Playoffs, he had a good game. It's just, I think the expectations for Jordan Love are crazy high, and all of us on the panel agree they shouldn't be that freaking high. And that's why I think we take so many digs at him, other than Chi-Town.
People give him the love that I hate seeing that the media gives Justin Herbert. They give him too much love when I need a little more proof in the pudding.
Evidence, right? We need evidence.
That's all I need. So
we agree.
Like people say, Jordan Love's top 10. He's elite. I'm like, shut the fuck up. He's not that.
Like overall top 10, no. But that's why it's like, what are we talking about? Talent, arm ability, sure, yeah. But he has no evidence to show that he's a top 10 quarterback. I think this last year he did show that he can have a very efficient year through ups and downs with injury. So I think that's a positive that I got out of Jordan Love. And at first I did not have him 11. I had him pretty down there. But that was just because I had a bias. So I had to get the bias out.
Well, gents, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, neither I or Alex have shown any of our top 10 players yet. I will tell you right now, one is about to come up.
Okay, let's do it. Come on.
Milton kept him out of the top 10. Bo.
I left him out? No.
Knicks.
No.
Hugh got burrowed.
Wow. He got borrowed. Here's why. This is why I said, dude, I really didn't want look, what sucks is that some of us rank a couple of guys that played half the year or a couple of games, and it kind of sucks when you start ranking everybody, because the guys that played all year gets the short end of the stick. I think Bo Nix, as far as you guys saying, like a lot of us, we're saying the offense was kind of we expected more, but he also he also wasn't the reason why the offense was. I mean, yes, the offense was bad.
Kind of right.
Kind of.
Yes. Kind of. Right. It's the games it depended.
Yes, it just depends. But
for sure,
he made some great plays. He made some great throws when it needed to be. Also, Pat Bryant got hurt. Was their high receiver that they got in the draft. He was hit and miss throughout the year, and then Cortland Sutton's lower end, middle of the pack wide receiver one, and it was kind of hard to have. I think this is the only top 10 QB that didn't really have a great running game. Or
no. Once J.K. Dobbins went down, it was worse. It was literally almost the worst.
Yeah.
He was the top runner. RJ Harvey does not produce anything. McLaughlin does not produce anything.
Yeah, he is the best pure runner. Bo Nix actually, I mean, it's probably what made his injury quicker.
I think you gents need to respect me for putting him higher than all of you. And you're a boner, Milton.
He did not have a top 9 year. No. Hey. Because we look at see here.
Not top 17.
Here comes the thing. I appreciate him not getting shot. If you're going to chastise, but you're a quarterback's win guy, so I guess that's where we differ. But you chastise like Burrow over two plays. Let's say 2 plays. Bo Nix throughout the year had bad 3 quarters, and then he would have good couple drives in the 4th quarter, just enough. Which I give all credit and praise to Bo Nix and Sean Payton for that. I'm not downing them for that necessarily. But if we're going to be consistent, yeah, he did not have a top 10 quarterback year. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. All the little games that he had 150 yards, 130 yards, 100 that. They barely utilized him. You know what I mean? Even though they won the games and the 1-score games, they broke the record that was held by the last year Chiefs. Sure. I give Bo Nix proper credit and praise, but he was not a top 10 quarterback this year. Go ahead, Chet. I'm sorry.
No, I noticed that you really don't like it whenever like quarterbacks turn it on and the very last quarter or
I do
if
like
it's
it.
not. I mean, it seems to me like you kind of uh, bring that like to an argument more
No,
than
no, I'm bringing it to an argument to Jose because Jose down 2 plays from Joe Burrow, and I'm saying, well, Bo Nix had multiple games, more than a handful of games, that 3 quarters he did nothing. Absolutely nothing. He didn't put the team in good positions to win. He didn't put a team in nothing positive. It was the defense that kept them in the game, and then Sean Payton's brilliance and conservativeness on those quarters to keep him in the game. And then the fourth quarter, Sean Payton play calling turned up, and he allowed Bo Nix to cook, which I appreciate. I'm a believer, but I'm not
I mean,
downing fourth quarter comebacks. I'm just saying keep it. I'm trying to keep it consistent somehow.
yeah, I mean, the number one thing you want as for your franchise quarterback is to turn it on when you need it the most. And the one guy that you always bring up, or everybody in the football fandom, we call him the GOAT, is Tom Brady.
Right.
There's been multiple games where he looks kind of iffy throughout the first half, third quarter, and we know in the fourth quarter it doesn't matter what the score is, he could turn it on, and
Sure.
I think that's a great trait to have as your franchise quarterback.
Agree.
You could look bad, but when the fourth quarter come around, you finish strong, and I
If you're
think
in the game, I
Bo,
agree, but I don't
yeah,
disagree with
I
that.
mean,
I'm not. I'm
yeah,
not
but there's
downgrading
like you
anybody
said,
for it.
like you said, Bo needed that defense to play good for him to be in the game. Same thing like Tom. Tom also needed like we're not gonna lie, right? The Patriots defense has always been really good. The
Not
defense,
always.
well,
Most of the time, I agree. Most of the time,
yes,
go ahead.
most of the
Go ahead.
time kept them in the games, and Tom Brady just cooked in the fourth quarter, second half, and those numbers look really great.
Right, but
Uh,
majority of Tom's career, he was even with those games specifically. I know the games. I mean, we watched them. It's history now.
yeah,
But majority of his games aren't like that. He has
no,
good
no,
first, second, third, and turns it up even better in the fourth. I'm saying
no.
this year, Bo Nix first and the third. That's a believer. I was like, "Yo, Bo, what are we doing? What are we
But
doing?"
this is also the first year that he's done that, and he's only been in the league for 2 years.
That's fair. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but I think I'm just kind of defending my ranking. That's all.
Yeah.
I'm not downing him because of that.
But let's be honest, you probably disagree more with your ranking than any of us.
Now that I see y'all, I'm pretty pissed that I'm the negative guy.
You were like, damn it, Jose was gonna be the one. I thought it was gonna be him
That's
this whole
kind of
time.
crazy. I try to be at first I had Bo at 11. That's the funny part. And
What
said,
else,
"Nah, I
sports
can't do that."
mailman? Happy Ash Wednesday. Where's the
Happy Ash
sports
Wednesday, brother.
news, brother? Where's the sports news? We need it.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, all right. Going to the end of the bottom 30. Number 11, Patrick Mahomes. We basically all agree this is kind of the right area.
Yep.
We also know that his team failed him more than anything, and he still did everything he could. He does not get the same apology that Tom Brady got when he got hurt in 2008. That was game 1. Patrick Mahomes got hurt week 15.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I think
no,
they're
Marco.
already at the playoffs. They're already
at the playoffs. At that game that he got hurt, that was the elimination game.
Stick a fork in them.
Yeah. So, but not a top 10 year.
Over.
Oh God.
Okay.
Not a top 10 year, but nonetheless, well, at least I thought he did, but I give more credit for having to carry that sorry sack of a team.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, this is the right number. 11 is the right number. So, all right, guys, we don't got to talk about them because the Chiefs going to get a lot of love this next season when they're going to be the Super Bowl favorites.
Of course. They're going to be. They're going to frame it however.
They're going to get Tyreek Hill, guys, and they're going to get Rashid Rice off his, legal trouble.
Another problem.
Another woman beater on the team. All right, enter the top 10, gentlemen. Trevor Lawrence with a low Milton and a high Jose.
Milton.
6th? Jose, is my name Jose? Are you Milton?
The NFL. He got burrowed.
What are we doing?
He got
another
burrowed.
guy who suffers from the Joe Burrow only played 3 good games plague. You know.
Stated by Jose. Yeah.
Okay, we flip it. Milton's 4 good games.
Trevor Lawrence,
Wow.
give me a hold on. Let me pull up Trevor Lawrence because I remember I had him ranked higher, and I looked
Okay,
throughout his games.
Trevor Lawrence benefits from the. I might have gone a little too high with 6, but I also think Milton went way too low on 19. But I had my rankings listed before Milton sent me his. You know how we said Baker started out great and then ended bad?
Sure.
I think Trevor started bad and then ended great.
Right, and why did he end great other than the Denver game? There's context, right? No, because they actually started playing easy teams. That's like Cody's point. When Cody was rambling about it, he made a good point. Trevor Lawrence started feasting on bad defenses at the end.
Oh, I like this argument.
Wait. So what happens when he was feasting on Houston's defense before the team choked? What happened when they feasted on the Chargers, who y'all keep telling me is a top 5 defense?
They are.
And what happens when they feasted at Denver against Denver?
Yo, Jose, look. So when we're talking about quarterbacks, let's just stay on the quarterbacks, not the team. Because you say feasted like he did anything against the Chargers. He didn't. So let's just keep it in context and not try to frame it differently because it sounds good.
Whatever helps my argument.
Whatever. You're a great speaker, but let's keep it where
whatever helps my argument, dog.
So the team, yes. Him, he didn't. He didn't. Because we're talking about quarterbacks. When you talk about Jaguars, top 10 team, sure. Trevor Lawrence, top 10 quarterback this year? I don't think so. I know I'm the odd man out through everything. I get that part. But, yeah, I don't think so. He started feasting. When he played good defenses, he didn't play well. And when he played bad defenses, he played okay. He played really well in a couple of the games. So I just don't think Trevor Lawrence throughout the entirety of the year warrants a top 10. Now, I could have been a little bit harsh on 19. I think that's a bit harsh on my point. I'm not going to lie to you. I ain't going to lie to you. That's a bit harsh on my end.
I think it would have been – I think I would have gave you a pass if it was 14 or 13.
Yeah. I think
I was a little bit rough on him.
And maybe it's because you've had past high expectations on him, Milton. But when I look at your list and you're like, well, Jalen Hurts had a better year. I don't agree. You say Lamar Jackson had a better year than him. I don't agree. Baker Mayfield had a better year than him. I love Baker, but I'd rather you end hot than start hot. So I don't agree on that part. Bo Nix, I agree you have him higher. But then also the last person you have higher than him that of the things we've listed, Mac Jones? I don't agree with that.
I got you.
Okay. Even Joe says, dang, Milton, 19.
19. I think to be
easy top 10 season for Sunshine, says Joe. Ooh.
To be transparent, I think I was a bit harsh on Trevor on that.
It's kind of hard. It was kind of hard to, like I said, man, it's really hard to do these rankings and then put into context. Like some of these guys are going to get snubbed because of the games played, and we have to put in all that into. It kind of sucks for the players that did play more games and their numbers might be more affected. Their stats might look a little worse, might look a little bit better. It just sucks, But I mean, at the NFL, I guess they ranked 50 quarterbacks.
63.
60. Wow, yeah.
Yeah. Two full teams and one extra player.
Just crazy. So
well, the NFL agrees a little more with me than Milton on this one. And what else? Alex, this is Jeff's stack right here. You can't think about it.
Your Jeff's what?
This is Jeff's stack right here. The way how Milton graded Trevor Lowe.
Yeah, I really messed. Out of all the guys, I'm really messing up my guys.
Damn, Bo and Trevor freaking
I know.
got kicked in the balls by Milton
That's
today.
rough. Oh, that's a rough one. That hurts.
All right. Continuing the top 10, which I think is no surprise. Well, this was actually a lot surprising for me. Brock Purdy.
17?
5?
Yeah. Any measurable metric you can use, Brock Purdy was a top 5, top 7 quarterback.
How
per
many? How
game.
many? How many receiving yards did CMC have?
I think like
Uh,
800, 900, right?
9. I'll double check. Hold on.
Almost at that because he was 9 something. He was this close for 1,000, but it was kind of far fetched. But
And how
don't
many
put that
rushing
as a
yards did he
negative.
have?
1,000.
Like 1,200.
Yeah, over 1,000.
Yeah.
But what
He
does that
had
have to do with Brock?
so he
Because
had
he wasn't the reason why they were like
great.
Really?
No,
Yeah.
Brock Purdy
Because
was
the
not the reason.
but the passing stats all went up when Brock came back. You
yes,
understand
because
that, right?
because CMC. I mean, CMC was also being utilized a lot more too. I mean,
Sure.
they were throwing him the ball a lot. It's not like CMC does the like Brock Purdy is throwing these 40 to 30 yard touchdowns or these 15 to 12 yards breaking routes. Some of the, so I was watching some of the games, especially the Bears game. I was watching that one. I'm like, they're gonna see all these numbers and stuff. I'm like, man, some of these passes were 4 to 5 yards, and
Right, but
they
not
were
all of
breaking.
them.
Yeah,
That's not what Brock was doing this year
I
at
know,
all,
but
though.
I'm using that game as because
Okay,
I,
sure,
His context.
sure.
yeah
Right, that's one game,
uh,
but sure.
yeah, but I'm like because I'm also using that game because that's one of the games he had a lot of yards too, and I go back and go if I
But
look back.
Alex, going to your point, he has what we counting him for 25 total touchdowns. 14 of them came from the 3-game stretch of Tennessee, Indy, post Daniel Jones, and Chicago. All bad defense at that point. So that's more than half of his touchdowns came from just those 3 games.
Mm-hmm.
I only played about 11 games if you're counting playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
I did not think he had a top 10 year. I gave him a fringe outside top 10 at 11 because I did credit that he did ball out in some of those games. But top 5 is for me way too much sugar in that bloodstream, bro. That's a little too high for me for a guy who played 11 games.
Again, the games thing, sure. Go ahead.
I mean, I think I 17, and then if I had him 15, so I think I was around the same.
I would have felt better if he was outside the top 10. I don't. These guys, like, I love Joe Burrow. I respect what Brock's done. They're not top 10 guys this year. There's just nothing in that they did this year that makes me believe that.
Trevor Lawrence was, right?
Trevor played all year, and he, like I said, I'd rather you end hot than start hot.
Okay. Well, he's okay.
But if you want to go after Trevor's weak schedule at the end of the season, then the 3 games he got 14 touchdowns were 3 weak defenses.
Right, and I'm saying if you compare Brock and Trevor to weak defenses, who played better?
Right.
If we're gonna go off of that, who played better? Brock did, didn't he?
No.
He didn't. You know you're wrong. Come on, dude. What are we talking about? Brock, at every measure, EPA, QBR, every single thing, he's top dog. Brock Purdy is. And you could say, oh, it's only because of blah, blah, this. Okay, Matthew Stafford only did that because he has Puka. But let's not do that. Okay, we're just talking about the quarterback. We're going to bring up everything around him and make that a negative on Brock. Everyone always does that to Brock. When he doesn't have the Avengers, he still has played well. I'll say that. He still has played well. He doesn't have a receiver. George Kittle gets hurt. Oh, he's passing it to C-Mac. Well, that's all he got, man. What is he going to do? Who else is going to pass it to? And he still is passing it to other people.
Jalen Johnson, he has one nut, and he broke up the first pass in that Bears game, and Terrene Edmonds scored a pick 6 on the very first play of the game.
He did.
That was awesome.
That was good.
Why did he have to bring up his one nut?
I don't know.
Okay, Jalen Johnson has 2 nuts, but he literally came back from having groin surgery, and he had that little pack, where you got to pee in your stomach. I'm like, damn, like your first play, and you're breaking up this top 5 quarterback in the league. Plays for a touchdown, but I don't know, man. Like it's kind of hard to, like Jose said, man. Like to me, it's not fair for the other quarterbacks.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
It's ugly. It's ugly.
Okay. All right.
Joe agrees. He says a little too high for me. It's 5. He missed like 4 games. No, he missed 8.
He missed more
He
than
missed
that.
8 games.
Mhm.
So he says 7 to 12 range for him. But oof, 5. You love him too much. I know.
Well, I defend if because I don't other than the games missed, what metric was he not top 5 in? Per game.
I mean, again, I put him outside the top 10 just because he did play good, Milton. But the missing games does matter.
Okay, sure. Then I don't have an argument for that. That's y'all. I don't.
That's why he's outside the top 10. Like,
Sure.
but he's like right outside of it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, sure.
that's
gotcha.
about it. But number 8, fellas, Caleb Fingernails Williams.
Here we go. I'm the hater. Oh,
I told you he had an agenda for this guy.
no, I don't. 15's good. Good. All right, whatever.
But, hey, Jose.
8 across the board for the rest of us, right?
No, hold on. Hey,
Across the board. Yeah.
I got a bone to pick because
Come on.
he's saying Joe Burrow had a better season. Who does he have ranked in front of him?
Let's just say Joe Burrow.
Uh,
Let's just say Joe Burrow. Let's just stick on Joe Burrow. Tell me what Caleb
does
other
not-
than games. Tell me what. Okay, tell me what other than games. I just want to hear out your mouth. What did Caleb do this year better than Joe?
He when it came down to making a play, he did it.
Mm-hmm.
That is the number one thing that you need as a quarterback. You could probably name one game where he did not make a play, and that was probably against the Rams, where he needed it and didn't have it. Against
Right, just in the fourth.
Yes, but that's
Okay.
Yeah, just in the fourth.
Right,
Now,
not in the game.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
You were talking about your number 5 ranked quarterback in Brock Purdy. He went toe to toe with him. He literally had 2 defenders in front of him. And he was, I think, 4 to 5 yards to winning that game against the 49ers. And he went toe to toe with your number 5 quarterback.
Right, that's a win stat. Let's talk about quarterbacks.
Yeah,
just quarterbacks.
So, do you
throughout
think
the year, not against each other? They're not playing against each other.
but no, I'm saying because you have Purdy in front of Caleb. That's why I'm saying that's a good argument, right? Against them.
Yeah. Come on, let's do it. Yeah. Tell me what Caleb did. Sorry, you blacked out, so I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying like he had a better game against whenever they played against each other head to head.
Okay, but what does that mean about the entirety of the season? That means because they had a better game against the competition, that means he had a better year. You know that doesn't equate. It's not sound. Doesn't make sense.
Okay, so if Caleb Williams would have played 8 games and let's just say he didn't have the 12 interceptions or whatever, he would have been in the same category. Are we going to penalize him because he played more games?
I'm not penalizing him. I'm saying Brock Purdy had a better year for when he played than Caleb. I'm not saying Caleb sucks because he played more games. I'm not putting games in account other than unless he played only 3-4 games.
But
y'all are. I'm not doing the game thing.
But what makes him lower than Purdy?
Well, Purdy had a better QBR, better EPA per play. I think he had more yards per game. He had less to work with. All that I play a factor in. He had a worse offensive line. Yeah, all of that. Every single one of those things. That's why I put him there. Not because anything negative with Caleb. I love Caleb, man. I think next year, hot take, he's going to be top 3 in MVP voting. For sure. I think your team is going to be, well, it depends how the offseason. We'll wait for the offseason.
Bears going to Super Bowl.
Yeah, we'll wait for the free agency and all that, but I have nothing against Caleb. I know it seems like it, I do, but I don't. I'm just, when you ask me about Brock Purdy, I'm not downing Caleb because I'm putting Purdy up. I'm saying Purdy, looking at every stat that I care about, better. He did better. And you could say the sample size is smaller, and to that, I grant you. Yeah, it is. Objectively, it is. He played less games. And if he played more games, would it have been as good? I don't know. But that's hypotheticals. I'm just going off of evidence. I don't do in hypotheticals. not in this conversation.
I mean,
That's the only
I
reason.
know his
Nope.
I know his QBR would have been a lot higher if we look back at games, and his receivers don't drop balls and
No,
stuff.
that's passer rating. That's where you're wrong. QBR puts that into account. They don't do that. Passer rating is just stats. Yeah, passer rating is completion percentage, touchdown to interception ratio. That's passer rating. I'm not a bad passer rating guy. QBR is everything in the details. As far as what was the other stat I just said? Dang it. The EPA per play. That's with the context. That's with how are they moving the ball? Where are they moving the ball? The situations, the raw yards versus sacks. Was it the offensive line sack or was it the onus on the quarterback? That's the stats that I look at. And Brock was better, far better. Now, I don't think he's far better, but far better statistically than Caleb, than even what my list says.
I remember you saying at the beginning of the year, saying that if Chicago doesn't have a running game, if their running game doesn't work out, then
I said in the middle, like towards the end of the year, actually. Yeah.
Then Caleb would have to 12, it would be a hard time for Chicago to win games and stuff. I mean, I started looking at the games and I'm like, if you like that the Green Bay game, everybody said, oh, he turned it on in the fourth quarter. Ben Johnson was still trying to run the ball throughout the whole game, and he couldn't get no running game. Mm-hmm. They had to throw the ball towards the end of the game. And they're like, oh, well, he turned it up in the fourth quarter. That's not necessarily true. They were trying to run the ball throughout the whole game, and they couldn't. They had to turn it up in the fourth quarter. They had it. Good night, Daddy. Hey, he's talking nice. He's trying to talk nice about the Bears.
Talk nice, yes. Don't tell me I don't want any enemies.
No, we
said bad things, nephew.
Yeah.
No. I just want friends, man. I don't want enemies. But I hear you, and that statement's true that he turned it on. I get what you're saying, like he had to turn it on, but the statement's true. He turned it on in the fourth quarter, and I said this already, Chi-Town, so I'll be clear again. Me stating that isn't putting shackles on Caleb, saying that he can't be a game changer. He already proved that he is. When I made the statement, I'm just saying if you put everything on Caleb and also the receivers are likely to make mistakes. That's going to put your team in a bad position. Your defense isn't good enough for that. That's all I was saying. I don't mean it by saying like, oh, well, that's almost with any team. If your running game's not going, your offense isn't that great unless you have a game change.
He's proven that he could win with the game with his arm too.
Sure, I agree, and that he really proved that the later the season went. Correct?
No, he did it against Cincinnati too, and that was I think at the beginning of the year. He did it against Dallas at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, of course, Dallas. Well, he did it against Dallas. Dallas, it wasn't a game.
He cooked Dallas. That was
like
24-24.
They beat the brakes off of Dallas. It wasn't like
also coming. That game would have been 0-3 if they would have lost that game too.
Sure. So just clarity, like I'm not discounting Caleb at all. I don't think he's bad. I don't think none of that. I just
my only thing to Milton different from Alex. I don't think Jordan Love had a better year than him. Respectfully, I don't think Jalen Hurts did. I don't think Lamar did. I don't think Joe Burrow did. But that's just going by what he got above him. Like those guys, I don't know. Like, but again, I do emphasize a lot that those great fourth quarter comebacks were great by Caleb. That's even in what was it? Even in defeat, some of those games, like he showed out and he showed his bright future. Now maybe 8 is maybe too high, but I felt like for his improvement for this year and everything he had to like tear down that he knew and then rebuild up with Ben Johnson, I thought it was a fair ranking. But
one more thing before we move on. I just want we should have defined what our criteria is. Just so
hell no, because this makes it more fun. This makes
I just want y'all to understand because I'm being consistent with mine. So mine with quarterbacks was consistency on high leverage downs, your success percentage. When it comes to 2nd and 10, are you getting 4 yards? Are you getting 8? Like all of these small little things, EPA per play, QBR, those are the things I'm looking at other than just film. So just so we're all clear.
moving the ball on third down.
Yes, efficient wise. Like if you get a first down or you get a 20-yard play on your own 20 versus towards the other red zone, you're in a position to score now because of that play. That gets graded higher than the play in the previous. So just so y'all know where I'm at, like I get my ranking is a bit whatever, but I have to stay consistent. So I put these quarterbacks. Otherwise, I'm going to contradict myself. So.
No, you're good. You're good. No worries. I don't think any of us are like really gonna be like, "How dare you, Milton?"
No, I just want y'all to understand.
Give your NFL card away.
I ain't trying to poop on these guys. I'm not at all. I'm trying to be as objective as possible.
Nah, you're good. All right, guys, going to number 7. Justin Herbert.
Yeah, Jose. Now that's Jose. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. I knew you haven't changed. All right.
I never do. I never would.
Damn, 12. Yeah, you go ahead. You have the burden of proof now. I'm finally going. I'm the original normal guy. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I do think that sadly, and it's this is not going back to kind of like the Jalen Hurts thing. This ranking is not at the fault of Justin Herbert.
Good for you. Okay.
A lot of it has to do, yes, with his O-line. He had to go play and force himself to play with a bad broken hand, even though it was his non-throwing hand. His receivers failed him this year. Drop off badly. Ladd McConkey, I told y'all he was going to be a low-end wide receiver 1 this year. Proved me right. Quinton Johnson actually had a surprising good third year.
Yeah.
But the rest of the squad failed him. Obviously, the health of Marion Hampton going down did not help at all and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. This number is indicative to the fact that the team failed Justin Herbert, not that Justin Herbert failed the team.
Okay. Milton.
Yeah.
Another quarterback that didn't have Avengers around him.
Yeah, he didn't. Nothing. I'll say this: he shouldn't have been MVP, but I know y'all saw Sam from he's an ex-PFF guy. Yeah, he's an ex-PFF guy, and he's the only vote for Justin Herbert, and everybody was so upset. His logic, again, I disagree, but his logic was sound because if we look at the most important piece, most valuable player on the team with literally nothing around you and legitimately defenders around you because you have nothing around you, no separation with the receivers, tight end. Gadsden tried to come about later, but that didn't happen. Like you said, Jose, a running game that was supposed to be great, just unfortunately wasn't because of injury.
He lost Hampton early, and then when he came back, he was never himself.
Never the same.
What was that guy that I shit about from Pittsburgh?
Vidal? What do you mean?
Najee.
Oh yeah,
wasn't he a Charger? He got hurt early too.
Right. Nothing. Yeah, so everything that they tried to do already failed in the beginning. Then so they're like, all right, well, we still got a tackle. Okay, boom, both tackles go out. An actual good left guard goes out, and he still does this.
A worst BFF's ranked worst center in the league too. Like
that's funny. Didn't know that.
But again, that's why. And I know y'all like him a lot more than I do, but I think 7 and 6 is too high. And I get he did everything he could for the team. It's just sadly they failed him for me to put him down to 12.
Nah, he's still.
But he did everything he could. Yeah, I know.
But yes, I agree. But even with all that being said, the stats that he provided with the amount of disgusting incompetency around him just shows even more in his favor because there's guys that have better pieces around him that can't even get to where he had this year.
I think he led the team in rushing with in week 11 or something like that, week 10. He was the main rusher.
That's absurd.
It probably took a while for him to catch up to Hampton, but yeah,
Vidal also had I think Vidal had like 600-700 yards, so he came about a little bit.
I'll double check. Hold on.
I think so, but yeah, Justin Herbert. I brought up the Sam thing because people should have just shut up because one, it's his opinion. It didn't affect anything. Drake May didn't win. The right guy won, so it was all good.
Well, even he said even if he hadn't voted Justin 1, he would have given it to Stafford 1.
Yeah, so. He had Stafford 2 anyway. So it didn't
My
matter.
my biggest gripe is that as far as MVP voting,
Sure.
no one other than Drake or Stafford should have gotten first place votes. So the 3 people that voted for Herbert and the 2 that Allen,
Allen. Right.
that's where I have a little beef. If they all go to Stafford, that's perfectly fine with me. Except it's just that Herbert and Allen did not have a first place season, respectful. I get what he was saying, but I don't
think they do it because they're going with what MVP stands for. And there's no, as of the last couple of years, there's no actual, like, what's the criteria for MVP? There's no actual, there's no criteria anymore. There used to be, in my opinion, but now it's not.
But if the criteria they used the last 2 years, which is what you've been going with, then that was what should have gone to Drake.
Yes, right.
That's so.
And it didn't.
If they're trying to be consistent, Dan Orlovsky, you sick fuck.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, all right. So Justin Herbert gets 7. I don't hate it, so it's totally fine. Number 6, gentlemen.
Whoa.
Jared Goff.
We're getting a little. We haven't said a name, and that's starting to really upset me. Okay. All right. So this is fine. Jared, I mean, I think he's pretty high on your list, Alex. But I mean, statistic-wise, he's not. If you just go off of stats, he's top 5. You know what I mean? But for context, I don't think he is.
He's literally, him and Drake may have literally the same numbers.
Except Goff has the better weapon.
Yeah.
That's really it.
But then again, that I don't know what people when they talk about that Detroit defense. That defense is terrible.
I don't care.
I like the D line and I like Brian Branch. That's it. That's all I like. That's it.
Right, Brian Branch might be a little bit overrated to me.
All right. I just said I like him. I didn't say he was the best in the world.
I'm just kidding.
He gets lost a lot of times. I'm like, what the fuck? But it might be because I start to see it. I'm like, man, they're not on the same page. So I might.
I think it was the new DC, the Shepherd guy. I don't think he did.
That's why they fired his. That's why he took the clipboard from them and all that, and he's firing people. So.
Yeah. But I'm not mad at Jared Goff being right here. It's number 6, whatever. This is fine.
This is also just the fact that he will always have great numbers with his Avengers, right? So. If Drake had Avengers, I'm just saying it might be a different number. So I'm just throwing it out there. But all right. Yeah, I know what guy Milton is talking about. I think it's next? This guy. I think he's next.
Oh my gosh.
Let's go.
The Super Bowl champion.
What? What?
He had one terrible game.
Okay, so I agree with that, what you just said, Alex. But okay,
at the end of the year, he started playing really good, and
sure. Well, I wouldn't say really good.
Oh, he was playing good. It's now that I'm looking at these numbers, I'll say, did you use playoff numbers?
Yes, everything's from all playoff stats as well. Yeah, I was trying to be fair.
Yeah, and then like I said, man,
and then touchdowns is not passing touchdowns; it's total touchdowns. I just want to clarify that too.
Yeah,
and he only has like 2 rushing touchdowns at that.
Yeah,
so. Got him at 30.
I'm a weirdo. I like to watch old games. Like I that's my
what do you mean by old games? Let me try to understand.
Well, not old games, but like replays. And I watch the all 22s. I'm
sure.
Yes.
But that's good. But yeah, so you doing that? I'm glad you said that. You doing that? How?
Hold on, I don't have my
phone. Is he number 2?
Yeah, I mean, just looking back at some of the throws he made and how defenses will try to adjust to how he was playing. He would check out on a lot of stuff and throw the hot reads. So, and the one game I saw recently was the Super Bowl game, and there was one quarterback that was making the right adjustments at the line of scrimmage. I'll tell you that.
Oh,
and
I agree with
and looking at the all 22, there were some players that were open, just couldn't get it to him. But Sam, like I said, Sam had some throws that should have been picked, and there's some throws that shouldn't have been an interception. Just miscommunication. But like that's with a grain of salt, right? Like that's like
quarterbacks, right?
coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Yeah.
So, and then to mind you, he has played in two different systems in the past 2 years. He played in a zone defense, a zone offense, with the running style, and then he played with Kevin O'Connell, which is a shotgun, more quarterback friendly type of offense with.
But they still run a zone style of offense, though.
Not necessarily.
What? So when I say that, you're right. Objectively, they haven't, but that's what he wants to do. He just never has the running backs to do it. Yeah. Every time Aaron Jones or Jordan Mason never are healthy at the same time, so he can't utilize what he wants to do offensively.
Also, whenever you have Justin Jefferson and Addison, you can't. It's kind of better if you just do what Kevin O'Connell has been trying to do, or what he's been doing recently.
Man,
so I mean I know I haven't used that argument with any of the quarterbacks, but I think the past 2 years we're going with two different systems, and him and I don't like using wins as a quarterback stat, but he has shined under two different systems, and now winning.
He deserves credit for that.
Yeah,
I agree, Chi-Town. But number 2, I agree. Yeah. He deserves credit, and maybe 10 was a bit mean.
No, 10 was probably more reasonable, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. His Super Bowl win is probably why I put him at 5.
Let me gauge you. Let me gauge you, Jose, real quick. Where do you think you had him before the Super Bowl?
Probably at 10. Probably at 10 or 11.
So I know the Super Bowl is doing a lot, and I made a video about what's going to happen this whole offseason with Sam Darnold.
So the obviously the game that really might have really elevated him, not really necessarily Super Bowl, because Super Bowl wasn't really the game that he shined. It was the Rams game. The fact that he went toe-to-toe with Stafford and played the Stafford game right back at him and it shined was great. Honestly, the New England game probably put him back a little bit more to reality.
It showed who he really is.
Yeah. So it showed why we wanted the Seahawks and not the Rams. Because with the Seahawks, with Sam Darnold especially, we could manage that a lot better than we could have managed Stafford.
Sure.
Stafford would have torn us apart.
Possibly, but you said that before, and I didn't want to really engage in it too much, but I say possibly because we're scared of their offense, but the Rams defense, that's what we keep missing out on this.
No. I understand that, but I'm talking about their offense.
Right. But also the statement that, I think both of you have said it, and a lot of people say it. It ain't like just y'all. He went toe-to-toe with Matthew Stafford, blah, 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 right? Which technically, yes, I get that. The stat-wise, they're virtually the same. But one team won.
Yeah.
What's more impressive? 300-plus yards on the number 1 defense or 300-plus yards on the 20-something ranked defense? I get he won. His team won. His team was a better overall team in the NFL. That's why they're the Super Bowl champs. But beating a Rams defense is not impressive. And what Matthew Stafford did against Seattle, that's way more impressive.
I think for me, Rams were Sam's ghost, their boogeyman, because you saw how
that game, right?
Because coming off how his Minnesota Vikings career ended, those 2 bad losses in the playoffs and to the Lions that cost him the division title,
right?
And then he went straight and lost poorly. He played, that was his worst game of the season against the Rams the first time around, despite the fact that they only lost by 2 points, 0 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Mm-hmm. And he played bad for 2.5 quarters against the Rams the second game. Mm-hmm. Needed that great Rashid Shaheed punt return touchdown, that kind of motivation, at overtime touchdown to win the game. Even that fucking 2-point conversion fumble shit helped everything. But for him to come out and turn that around fully in the third matchup against the Rams, kind of tear them apart for the most part. I understand that there was also that punt fumble that helped them get that short, yardage. That gave all the motivation for Sam to be the better player this year. Not to point to two. I kind of feel like Alex did what he did with Jalen Hurts last year and gave him the 2 spot because of the Super Bowl win. Because he did that last year. But it was enough for me to put him at 5.
Okay.
But yeah, it does have to do a lot with the demons he beat this year.
Shout out to Sam.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sam.
Also, I think we were all waiting for him to come down to like, oh, he's gonna play another
we
terrible game. Yeah,
A terrible game.
I
Yes. Yes.
and I feel like your boy that's a Seattle fan,
Malin.
I feel bad because like he was kind of like he was putting it out there. Like if he wins, it's like it's like we still are not going to give him enough credit, right?
They're still going to
If
question
he-
it. There's still going to be
yeah.
rumblings and all that.
which is kind of messed up. And then
I agree.
And then like then if he loses, then we're all gonna shit on him.
Yeah, no. Well, a lot of the casuals, yes. The
Yes,
media,
and-
yes. I would
And it's
not.
And I
don't think he's
that's-
bad anymore. I think now, I said it on the previous show. I think now I am comfortable saying he's a good quarterback.
But
Yeah.
one thing that I nitpick, it's not too big of a deal, I don't think. But something Alex said earlier about how Sam read the offenses a lot better in this game in the Super Bowl than Drake did. Read the defense better than Drake did.
He did.
He did.
He did.
But that's year 8, year 9 Sam compared to year 2 Drake.
Of course.
And Sam failed so much in the first few programs that he was in.
Mm-hmm.
And it took him to get Kevin O'Connell, Kyle Shanahan for a year.
Right.
And Kent Kubiak to make this the Sam that he is today.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, year 8 Drake will be a lot. In my opinion, it could be wrong. You never know.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. I'm right. Year 8 Drake will be a lot better than year 8 Sam Darnold.
If Josh McDaniels is not the OC, yes, he would be.
Interesting.
Yes, watch back, man, and I was like, what the fuck are we doing? What are they doing?
Is it because of conservative play calling? Is that what it is?
Not that. So I was looking back, and I was like, in our text thread in the Super Bowl, the one thing I was saying was like they're not really giving Drake a chance to
Justin adjust until those 2 drives where they were close to
McDaniels wasn't giving him enough time or giving him the opportunity to see what kind of coverage they're in. When I say that is like you do a lot of motions, and then if you see if the linebackers starting to go out with the running back, you remember the first play that the Patriots were an empty. They were an empty set 3x2 with the running back all the way to the left side outside receiver. Yeah, and he motions back into the backfield. You know you're in man. Okay. That was the only time you saw that again. And Drake May, he adjusted to it right there. He's like, okay, this after that, they never did that shit again. And then I'm like, what the hell are we doing? And then not even that, there were some plays where they were 3rd and long, and y'all's Barney hands or T-Rex hands by himself out there on the island. I'm like, dude, you're not giving him any chance. It's 3rd and long. Like, try to.
Yes, I'm with you on that part. Yes.
And I think he was way over his head. It looked like a lot like the Patriots offense at the beginning of the stint whenever Tom Brady came along with Josh McDaniels, when it was like more vertical and underneath route, which like if you see it, like there was either one crosser, and that's what Tom Brady would do a lot of verticals with a crosser, and they're trying to do the exact same offense when Tom was there, and I think that's why it was so easy for I think Seattle was like it was so easy to read their offense. So I don't know.
Okay. Well, I mean, also to be fair, you also had the mind of the GOAT there, so that's a lot different than year 2 Drake, year 1 with him. So things are different. So we'll see. And mind you, Josh McDaniels was there for all the Super Bowls. He just wasn't not always the OC.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, well, let's go with some comments here from Joe. What a crazy story Sam has had over the past 2 years, for real.
Amen. Yeah.
Sam went toe to toe with Stafford and didn't blink an eye. The third game, he didn't blink an eye. The first 2 games, he was blinking.
Mhm.
And now he has an interesting question. Where did y'all rank my boy Dak?
Has he came along?
All right. Look at us. Well, hopefully, we'll see. Let's get
Number 4 is
right,
number
good.
4.
Good.
This is why Jeff was not allowed to.
So Jeff is the one that has Dak. That whatever's last is that's what Dak is. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is
okay.
why Jeff is not allowed to rank.
Not quarterbacks, please. Just ruin Dak's whole thing. Come on, man. He already deals with enough. He's been having that star.
Like, I feel, obviously, like you're saying, he has the star. Like, he has to deal with Jerry Jones. He has to deal with all the
playoff woes.
All the shit that comes with being America's team.
Yeah.
But, I mean, come on, man. Every other year when he's healthy, Dak is balling out. He is a true top 10 guy.
Yes.
I don't care where you put him, 5 to 10. He's a top guy. I think he does well when he's healthy and when he has got the right OC as well. Those are big things I truly believe. And like, I get it. This year was not a great thing for Dallas Cowboys, but Jerry Jones literally killed the Dallas Cowboys season the week before kickoff by trading away Micah Parsons and making it all about him.
That's the funniest thing, most Cowboy thing. Season, oh man, Cowboys fans here. We're going to Super Bowl. Jerry Jones like,
no, you're not.
Let's get rid of your best defender.
When it's crazy because you talk about Milton, the 4 horsemen.
Yeah, quarterbacks. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and right behind them is always going to be Dak, right?
Yeah.
And most of the argument.
Argue.
And you were like, well, you do your top 4, and you're like, well, I guess you could probably put Dak at 5 or 6.
No matter what, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
No matter how you're going at it, you're like, well, Dak's right there, huh?
And then I Jeff put one. He put in our text thread like one word to describe Dak. And when I say the best.
He put in no spaces. He put best QB to wear the star.
No spaces. One word.
One word. I got it. Yeah.
I just put black - Jeff.
Okay. All right. Well, all right. Okay. I would love to get a couple Cowboy fans. And
they're gonna see Tony Romo.
Oh, they're gonna shit on Dak.
No, so, but exactly. If
not Joe. Joe's like the only one I know.
I'm gonna hold your feet to the fire on that aspect because I don't have a horse in this one. But I'm always interested to hear Cowboy fans on how they talk about their quarterback and their previous quarterbacks, and I think it's very interesting. And a lot of them, I don't understand where the bias comes from against Dak. I don't really get it, but I'm willing to hear it, and I would love to get a conversation with Cowboy fans and talk about who's the greatest, or let's actually just rank top 3 greatest quarterbacks of the Stars franchise history.
You know what's crazy, Milton? Is that some people really think Troy Aikman is, and I don't think Troy Aikman ever had a 25. Had a 25 passing.
But the quarterback wins, guys.
Yes,
it's hard.
It's
hard for them. Exactly. It's easy for them to say, "Well, boom." It's hard. So, but it's hard for them to stay consistent that way because I'll just bring up Terry Bradshaw's one of the greatest.
So
I start doing all that.
So the most touchdowns Troy ever had was passing touchdowns was 23. And the most passing yards was 34, 45.
Right. And I get it's a different time, but during that time, there was other quarterbacks really doing way better than that.
I also want to mention those 2 stats are from the same year.
All right, good for you.
That was 1 year. That's
good
all
call.
that.
Good call, Jose.
And by the way, the only year he had 20 plus touchdowns.
Yeah. So coming soon this offseason, because there's going to be a lot of downtime. We're going to have a nice little Cowboy quarterback debate. And Chi-Town, Jose, obviously. So we're definitely going to get y'all apart. And I'm going to get some Cowboy fans so we can really start picking them up.
I'll ask James because he'll fight for Romo.
Okay, cool.
But he'll give you a logic that's not of hate towards Zach. like
Okay.
unlike Jeff. So
I just
I'll
want
see if
sound.
James wants to
Yeah.
do it. Yeah.
We'll see if he wants to. I'll start. Yeah, we'll start making it happen. I want to get a good. I'll be moderator. I ain't got no say so, and yeah, we'll talk about it.
Joe's excited. Rain Dakota Prescott. Yep. We've been hiding him
Dak's
for
the
you,
man,
Jeff.
man. Dak's the man. You can talk about his playoffs. That's fair, and it's fair. It's a fair criticism.
Yeah.
But
Fourth
the
round
man's
pick
good.
turned into franchise QB is wild. Well, I mean, Russell Wilson was kind of like that too, right? But he was third round, I think. So
Or Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Yeah, Tom Brady 6.
Seventh.
No, Brock Purdy.
6,
Tom
7.
Brady. Yeah.
Mr. Irrelevant.
Let's keep going. Well, that's the worst you can get, right? Yeah. So, go ahead.
And then he says Troy, Staubach, and Dak are top tier quarterbacks to wear a star.
Staubach. It
Take away Troy. Respectfully, I'd swap Troy for Romo.
Yeah, I'll take Troy out. I get the championships, but if I go with championships, I'll just go with Staubach. Staubach was a better quarterback at his age than Troy. It was before our age, so I don't really mind.
Take out Troy, take out Romo, Drew Bledsoe. Let's go.
All right, let's move on. All right, then. That's John Kitna. Remember that guy? Huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I remember he played for the Lions, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where I originally remember him from. Then he went to a couple teams. I remember. Yeah. I think he was for Cowboys for a little bit. Go ahead.
Number 3, Josh Patrick Allen.
Okay.
I put him at 5.
The NFL put him at 2.
2. Did they say that's all? I'm like, it's NFL.com you're talking about?
Yes.
Did they have a criteria, or they just said, here's the top?
Let me see. I'll pull it up. I'm pretty sure they
real quick. Yeah. Just because I don't. Well, we'll see. I like other agencies because at least they'll put a criteria up so you can base what they have off of what, and that's where you can disagree with them. But if it's just a vague top 60 quarterbacks, well, this is a bit confusing.
So the person that wrote it does list each player why certain stuff, but as far as criteria, actually, he doesn't.
Okay.
What he wrote down for Josh Allen. Josh Allen did not have an MVP caliber season, but still attracted some consideration because of how he carried the Bills to the divisional round.
Sure.
Yes, I can mention how he had the benefit of playing alongside the NFL rushing yards leader in James Cook. Or I can knock him for essentially giving away the divisional round game to Denver with his 4 turnovers. I won't let that sink his stock, though, because his importance to the Bills and his elite ability vastly outweighs those details.
Sure. But I don't know how that makes
that doesn't make him 2. And
you know what I'm saying?
No.
That doesn't make him 2. What makes him 2? I get why he's good and he's great. Yeah, sure.
No one.
What are his receivers?
Shakir.
Shakir is the number 1 receiver, basically. Or
Kincaid, Dawson Knox.
He is number 2 is. I think the top. I'm.
I mean, if we want to go receiving cores, it's not. I mean, who else are we knocking? Herbert's receiving core was ugly, but they have better names. Drake May's receiving core is ugly.
I think Josh Allen had better competition. Maybe that's what they're going with.
And then also, I think because
Lamar's
play the same teams we play.
I think because like
they had the 5th easiest schedule.
That defense was kind of like
the running defense was terrible.
Yes, it was really bad.
Sure. It was really bad. Yeah, first the players they have good players. Don't understand
their defense. Their defense is. I don't know. Jose brought that up about like trading DJ to the Buffalo Bills. I'm looking at that defense. I'm like, who the hell do I want from that defense?
Oh, I'm not saying you're going to get defense.
Oh, I'm just saying, like, because he was bringing up.
Well, because we were talking about to give context, we were talking about DJ Moore probably being moved. I think he's going to get traded because he's not like it's either going to be by trade deadline or in the summer if he doesn't get an extension. Because I think they drafted 2 wide receivers for a reason.
Yeah.
But I said because there's people that are saying Vegas or whatever for DJ, and I'm like, I have a stinking suspicion he'll actually go to Buffalo. And I don't know if it'll be for a defensive player. Yeah, now Alex said Greg Rousseau would be like the only guy he wants.
They just paid him.
But exactly, and I don't think they want to get rid of him.
He's their best defensive
that's inbred guy. So
that'll be interesting. Yeah, can't wait. We'll talk about it.
But yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like Buffalo, maybe because they're using that context of like him not really having an
Well, he's
A
still the
type of
main guy. He's the star. He's the valuable piece.
But even if he does, but Alex, even then, he still has the rushing leader. That's still
that's
a
the only
valuable
thing where
weapon.
number 2 is kind of crazy because you still have to put that in.
How much? I mean, Cook led the league in what fumbles?
But
he did.
but still led in yards.
But he has so many touches too. It kind of.
And he got what?
So much. So see, these numbers could be. We could fight about these numbers all day.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like it's crazy.
It's kind of, yeah,
it's complicated.
I think if they had said just 3, I would have been fine. Everything, but the 1 and 2 for me, and I know Alex already gave away his 2, but 1 and 2 feels like it should be solidified to the 2 guys.
I think so. I would get the competition thing, but just remembered, Jose, you said it. Buffalo also had an easy schedule.
5.
So what the heck?
And last year when he won MVP, Dan Orlovsky, he had the 4th easiest schedule.
Right. Yeah. So it's a little, don't know. But anyway, Josh Allen's all-time great. So
we don't know. He did have the 4th easiest schedule.
No. I'm just saying, like
Lamar had one of the toughest.
No matter what, Josh Allen, shout out to Josh.
Yeah.
Whatever.
One of the 4 horsemen, and according to us, the top 4 horsemen right now, or at least this past season, above Burrow, Lamar, Patrick, rankings wise,
for sure.
Josh, yes. Okay.
Yes.
Number 2, I think it's not a secret. He came in number 2, literally in everything.
Got to be
Drake May.
Okay.
And when I say came in number 2, he came in second place out of the whole league for Super Bowl, second place in MVP, second place in our hearts.
Yeah.
All in his second year. Yeah, right. Yeah, NFL gave him number 4. They gave Dak Prescott 3.
Oh, really?
They said Dak had a better year than
That's
Drake.
interesting. Hey, Chi-Town, I'm interested because you have fair criticism on Drake May. Would you say Dak Prescott had a better year than Drake May, though?
I don't think so.
If you account the postseason, because I think that's what they did. They accounted the postseason.
Well, okay, so that's a negative for Drake at that point. Then, okay.
I mean, yeah, but like still,
one made the playoffs, the other didn't.
He has 4 less weapons. Far less.
We don't have a George Pickens or a CeeDee Lamb.
Because with the whole easy schedule,
or Javonte.
But I think it kind of equates with the lack of help we have.
Or because maybe, I mean, Patriots do have a really good defense.
Mm-hmm.
Dak has a terrible defense. Maybe one quarterback is asked to do more for their team. That's probably why. I don't know. But
less.
I think that's a good one. But I think this year Drake May was the second best quarterback. But I think that's a fair conversation at least.
If even let's say just take out the postseason stuff, because I'm 100% sure they're counting postseason.
Yeah,
Drake kills him in everything else. Kills him in completion percentage. I think Dak just beats him by 150 passing yards.
Yeah.
Average yards per pass attempt, more passing touchdowns, less interceptions,
QBR,
all that stuff. So they literally have to be ranking this just because of his piss poor playoffs performance. That's gotta be
recency bias, maybe.
And I don't think that's fair, respectfully.
It's not.
Jose.
I'm saying because first of all, if you're bringing up because of last year Joe Burrow, I put high. You sick fuck. I didn't put him at 2. Let's get this right. I didn't put him at 2. I think I left Burrow at 4 or 5. I didn't put him that high.
I'll tell you. I remember things.
I'm not saying I don't remember either.
Oh yeah, I got to go back to that episode. You had Joe Burrow last year at 4 or 5. Jesus, you had a great year. That's another conversation.
Yeah, because the reason I kept him high, and Alex wanted to make this an argument, is because he had a great year despite not making the playoffs. But I knocked Justin Herbert because he had a piss poor playoff performance.
I like that.
So that's
funny.
So that's what he's remembering.
And that's what brought up this right here. But No,
Okay.
I like it was. It's kind of hard, right? To man, I don't like to. I like to award players that played good in the playoffs, but I also don't want to. Uh, I don't want to knock them down for having piss poor. It's kind of weird. I know it is. You're like, well, you
Uh,
have to give them. You
yeah, of
have to
course
give them grace.
you have to be critic. You
Yeah,
have to be a critic.
I gotta be critical too. I gotta
Yeah,
give them
for sure.
the like the backfire on that. But the thing is, I don't
100%.
know. It like it's year two. I understand he has a lot of. I think the one thing is that he wasn't really battle tested
Right. And it
as
showed.
far as yes,
Defenses wise. Yes, it
yeah,
showed.
defensive wise.
Sure.
So I could see that. And
I
then
get it.
again, like kind of hard to rank Dak ahead of him, and then have Drake under him just because Dak had a good regular season. Drake had a good regular season, but the reason why Drake gets knocked down because of his playoff performance is not fair. Because for one, his team made the playoffs, and we use those extra games as far as like the example of like, oh well, this is why we're knocking him down. Well, then you can't put Dak over him because
They didn't make the
Dak
postseason.
didn't take his team to the playoffs.
Yep. But, I mean, like I said, I still give Dak love, right? What I put him at 4. Hey, I was consistent then, Alex. I was consistent then, right? Because I had Joe Burrow high last year at 4, even though he didn't make the playoffs. I put Dak high at 4. He didn't make the playoffs.
Hmm?
I'm consistent. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, let's say.
I'm that guy.
Yeah, right. Let's start. But give Jose the solo screen. Go ahead.
I
Yeah,
don't need
yeah,
a solo screen.
yeah,
I just have my ego.
yeah.
All right, guys, and the unanimous number 1 guy. Nobody switched this up. Even the NFL got it right. The MVP, Matthew Stafford.
Yeah. Shout out, man. What a
I'm glad course
so
correction
good for
got it right. As much as I do love Dak, and I probably would have voted for him for MVP for shits and giggles, out of biasness, this was the right choice because he killed it. Now, did he have Puka? Did he have Devontae Adams? Yes, but he killed it.
Did he
So
have
I'm
the
not
most
gonna be
1
mad.
yard passing touchdowns of all
I
time?
say
I don't care. I'll take
I'm
it.
just kidding.
I say blitz his ass all day because that fool cannot run.
16 yards. Hey, those rushing yards aren't even the worst one on here.
Dude, Chicago made his ass look like a shell of himself. And they
If
were just,
y'all had taken care of them, you could have seen us in the playoffs. I mean, the Super
oh
Bowl.
my god, man!
And who knows how that would have went now? Looking at Drake and the turnover.
Oh God, look at both teams. They would have
Who
never.
knows?
Nobody. It would have been worse. No, there was no field goals.
I think offensively it would have been really fun to watch.
It would have. It would have been a
y'all.
4th quarter battle between Caleb and Drake.
Man, that would have been fun. That would have been
Oh
fun.
my god!
It's all right. But
right.
shout out to Matthew Stafford. He is
Alex,
man.
Alex, I'm predicting the Bears make the Super Bowl this year. Let's do it.
Hopefully
I don't know.
Hopefully they could win the division again. That's gonna be the number one thing.
Nah,
Yeah.
you'll have an Eli Manning kind of year. You'll
Get
be 6 or
Crosby.
7.
Y'all are gonna make a trade for Crosby. You'll have Sweat and Crosby. Defense will be Dennis Allen will be a
You
mastermind.
can give up
We
DJ
won't
Moore.
we won't have a linebacker. We need to draft a linebacker.
Draft one. You're in the late 20s.
Oh,
now,
TJ Edwards, he ain't coming back, right?
Or
No,
Edmonds.
I think they might keep TJ, and I think they might let Edmonds.
Edmonds is gone. He's slow.
Yeah, he's gone.
He
Man.
is.
And
Slime.
don't be suggesting him to New England, please. Don't do that to me.
He's
I know-
he's not bad.
He's good. I'll
No,
take
but
him.
he's
Please.
slow.
But
He's-
right
he-
scheme, he's fine.
he's
I think
not
Dennis
bad.
Allen's scheme is just not it. For him.
He's not
We're
not
going
bad.
younger,
He-
Milton. We're going younger.
dude, hold on. He literally had to play man
No,
to
he's the
man.
man, dude. He's the
He had to play man to man on against the Green Bay game, and you look it up. He stuck with stuck with a receiver, and he broke up a play at the end of the game, which probably would have ended that game against Green Bay. I think it was in the playoffs. I mean he could run with running backs and receivers. Just that he was injured, and the thing is, right now the Bears are not going to pay him.
No.
And there's other holes to be filled. That's why. I think he'll fit perfect with New England.
I think so too. So yeah, Edmonds is he's a damn good player. He has lost the step.
If you know
but I
what,
mean, just
if he's
speed.
willing to
That's all
come in for $2 million, I'll
not
be fine with it.
$2 million.
I don't think he's gonna come for that.
Well,
He'll
then,
get like
man,
9.
we got
He'll get
other
like-
priorities, Milton. That ain't a priority.
I
Respectfully,
think,
I'm not trying to.
I think we need better linebackers, man.
I think we also need a better O line. Like I think we need a
We
better.
just need one piece.
No, we
Hey, you
need
saw Will
to.
Campbell? He's going to be training
Look,
with Teron Armstead. That's going to be good for him.
That's fantastic. But here's my thing: we also need to look in the future. Morgan Moses is 37.
Oh, sure. Yes.
We need to go to the right tackle as well. Like it's not just like
or whichever is available, right tackle or right guard. Because Mike O, once we good with him, he's good on both sides.
I don't know about
right?
Jared Wilson.
Oh
What-
yeah, for sure.
He's-
He's young. We don't know yet. We don't.
No,
he
I
looked
don't-
bad.
I'm
He
just
looked
saying-
bad.
I'm just
but-
saying we got to prioritize
Yeah,
some things.
You're whatever. I'm thinking of just
You know what? The
luxury.
coaching staff is looking at Will Campbell and be like, all right, you had a torn MCL this whole time. You still played. But that's the excuse. What's Jared Wilson's excuse?
No, Jared Wilson actually had bad play on.
Yeah, that's right. He got thrown into Drake multiple
That
times.
was embarrassing.
So-
Very
so
much so.
I will not agree with life or anything like that. So but yeah, guys. So that's our rankings. I think we did a hell of a job. I think we had great debates right there on some of the stuff, and I can't wait for next year.
It'll be great. It'll be great. Make sure y'all check up on the People's Debate, and because we will be having some running backs, wide receivers, all the skill positions, doing the same thing that Jose did today for quarterbacks. Just for all the nerds out there that want to talk about running backs and wide receivers.
Alex didn't want to do the rankings for running backs and wide
I already
receivers.
have them. I already have the running backs.
So why don't you send it to me? It's been like freaking 3 weeks.
I thought that was for a different week, so I have it in my notes.
It is for
I
a
know.
different week, right?
It is for different weeks,
Okay.
but I want to be ready.
Oh. I have another receivers one. The receivers is hard. Dude. It's fucking 40 or something.
That's
like
pretty. Receivers
They're
is
all
tough
40.
'cause then you have to like try to say, wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2. Oh, he's really a wide receiver 1, but he played like a wide receiver 2, all that kind of stuff. That's kind of rough. But if Jose, it's all on your call, dude. If you do running backs on here, I ain't gonna do a separate one on the People's Debate. I'll just do it here.
Well, what
we'll
were
see.
you gonna do? Just list your guys, or
I was gonna try to see if anybody is available and if they wanted to do it, or to critique my list so we can have debate that way. But either way, I just wanted to get it out there so we can really go over what transpired 2025 to the nitty gritty, small, not the minute details, but the macro. Just the macro, not the micro.
If Alex sends me his running backs and wide receivers, and Milton, you send me your wide receivers, then we can do it. So that's the only thing. I'm missing stuff, guys. I can't do it.
Wide receiver one's right here. Okay, got it. All right, sure.
But nonetheless, guys, that was great. I do think the debates and the lists were fun. Nonetheless, yes, we have different criterias, and yes, we have different opinions. But that's what makes us football fans. That we're not always going to be the same. But we're also not going to call each other stupid, dumb fucks or anything like that, and be all rude like if it's Twitter or anything like that.
That's what
we have good discourse here. We have good like conversation, and we could have fun with it. Did you get shucked or did you not? Did you get burrowed or did you not?
Yeah, now you got two things. Yeah.
Hey, I didn't get one.
He didn't. Who did he? Well, I guess you could say Darnold.
Who did he overrate? Yeah, Darnold.
Sam Darnold.
Darnold the rest of the league.
You could totally. But at least with Chi-Town, like you said, if he did the same thing with Jalen Hurts, then at least you're consistent. I disagree completely.
I mean,
I respect the consistency.
I mean, I guess you can say he Brissetted some people because he put Brissett above Dart and Burrow and Mac Jones.
That's just on my list, though. Really, right?
No, that's Alex's list.
No, but I'm saying that's kind of more negative. Like I took that more harsh than anybody just because of my.
You're putting Burrow at 9 and then putting freaking Tyler Schick at 26 is crazy.
I think I'd rather get burrowed.
Rather get burrowed. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Appreciate at least he got the history. Right? Yeah,
get shucked.
I don't want to get shucked. That doesn't sound right. I'll get burrowed. That's fine.
Did you get shucked off?
Okay. All right.
It's only a 3-hour episode, guys. But guys, nonetheless, thank you for tuning in. Whether it was live or on demand, please do go ahead and like, share, and just subscribe to the Puro Pinche Sports channel. And as well, go to Milton's The People's Debate channel. Subscribe. Let him sleep. He doesn't sleep when you don't subscribe. So please go out there, help a brother out. We're gonna have great stuff. I'm probably gonna tear my Achilles next time I go to Alex's house. I'm gonna wear cowboy boots again. I'm just gonna spoil it for right now to y'all. If I tear it, it's fine. I'll just blame my 5-year-old. It's his fault for not running the drills.
Well, now it's on camera. I hope you can take this out. Well, all right. Well, I'm flipping this just in case that happens.
Jose, I bought a ladder for the drills, like the ladder.
Okay.
And
I'm
then
gonna buy cones.
I'm buying the tackling donut. Should be coming in on Saturday.
Nice.
You know,
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
Good for y'all. That's what I'm talking about. That's what keep them active. Jeez.
My son was like, is the donut here already? I'm like, no, it's coming in this weekend. He's ready to hit it.
Very good.
Speaking of donuts, we're gonna go to the shooting range in a few weeks. Y'all want to come?
What does that have to do with the donut?
I can't be around a gun.
Oh. Can't be around a gun. All right, this maybe he doesn't want this out. Okay, all right. Hey, we got a felon here. I'm sorry.
Can you also be around freaking schools?
Okay,
or
stop it. I knew you were gonna say that.
I could be around schools. I just can't be around guns.
No guns and no.
Is this something we need to converse outside of the channel?
He
had a felony back in the day.
He still has a felony apparently. Good Lord.
Oh yeah, still had a felony.
When I was younger in Chicago, I did some things I'm not too proud of.
They call it Chirac.
So you're not allowed at shooting ranges. You're saying okay?
No, I'm just kidding.
He's totally lying.
Yeah, I'm lying, but I just
no. There's a reason why he left Chicago in his teenage years, and he had to be deported to Texas.
I had to come here.
It's crazy.
I had to come here to be more safer.
Well, I believe that. God bless Texas, huh?
God bless President Texas. The KKK.
Whoa, okay.
That's the home of the KKK. What do you mean? Anyways.
Pleasanton? No, it's not.
Well,
home of the cowboy.
Milton, you take a drive down there and see if you feel
I've been
safe.
there. It's been a while, but
Okay.
I saw more Hispanics than.
Let's see if you feel safe. Just because it's darker doesn't make them all
safe.
Hispanic.
Well, okay, that's a good point. Yeah, that's good. That's true. That's true. They get pretty dark over there. Yeah, you're right.
All right, well, guys, on the list, like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. If we have it next week, if I get everyone's list, we'll have the running backs rankings next week, the wide receiver list in 2 weeks, and then we can really start talking about some free agencies next month, and we'll see what else we can talk about. But nonetheless, guys, do enjoy your weekend. If you're watching MMA, Perverted Sean Strickland is taking on Mexican's own Anthony Hernandez.
Where did you get that nickname? I heard it. I'm out the loop. Oh, okay.
He looks like
he looks like it.
He looks like a used condom. Okay, I don't know what to tell you.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Alex, what's good sports happening this weekend? Anything? Baseball back? Anything like that? No.
I mean baseball's in spring training, but hey, I know you guys are not into it, but the World Baseball Classic is about to start. I know you guys are big USA fans of the USSA, especially some of the guys and then this is also probably people that didn't like the Bad Bunny concert. They have their shot to wish bad on Puerto Rico. They're going to be playing too. So
let's kill. What do you want me to say?
Alex, he didn't like it. Milton didn't like it when Bad Bunny came out and said, "Fly me, amigos." It fell off the building.
I'm being for real. Like watch those games. It's actually pretty cool, man. They're like playoff games, and the crowd really gets into it. It's crazy. The Dominicans, it's crazy. It's actually pretty cool to watch. USA is gonna have a bunch of like crazy ass players playing for the national team, and we all know when you start playing for your country, put that patch on your back. Or
am I a dick that I will partially cheer for the USA, but I'll be cheering for another country? Am I a dick for that?
Yeah, we're Cinderella stories all the time.
Get out is crazy.
I'm just kidding, man. I'll take it back.
I mean, what if I got blood from other places, Milton? Goddamn.
I'm gonna put it out there. This team right here is 4-1 versus
Usa.
United States
In baseball?
in the past
Yeah,
5 meetings.
I might
4-1.
choose the Mexicans. Like, what do you?
Yeah.
What the heck is going on?
You-
America,
Yeah.
It's not like
Yeah.
the U.S. is gonna win the World Cup either.
let me talk to America. America, what are we doing? Huh? What is
We're
America
paying too much
support?
money for these people are paying too much money. I'm gonna put.
I don't want my kids to be spending $5,000 for 3 months just to like learn something that
I'm
basic as
gonna
fuck.
put Connor and I'm gonna put what's
Stop
the
thinking
name
of white names.
Connor's
Stop thinking of
daddy
white
paid
names,
more.
Alex.
I'm
Luke's
gonna
mama paid a lot more.
All right.
I'm gonna put Luke in T-ball and pay $600 for a travel team.
Well,
Right here,
Jake,
this right
Jake,
here,
Jake is
this
doing
right
great.
here. They hit their kids if they can't get a brown ball. That's why we're
fair.
good.
That's fair. All right. That's a good point.
Alex,
That's a good point.
Alex, was how I was treating Julian this past week in the same way you were treating Addison his first week.
No, I was, dude.
You're
Jasmine
worse.
says I'm pretty hard on Addison. Yeah, Jasmine says I'm hard on Addison.
I believe.
Hey, he's turned it around.
It's good.
Yeah,
As long as there's love in there, that's fine, man.
That's what I
Yeah,
want for Julian. That's why I threatened to throw away his toys. Like a good father.
Talking about, don't say it. Father here. Yeah.
Hey,
Stop doing
it kept him outside, right, Alex? It kept
Yeah,
him
it did.
outside.
You got to be the bad guy, but that's for the betterment of his future.
I
I'm with you.
and y'all feel the same. I'm pretty sure y'all do the same thing. I tell my wife, I'll be the bad guy. I don't give a fuck
That's
if it
fine,
makes him a better man. I do
Yep,
not
I'll
give a
sacrifice that. I'll sacrifice me being buddy for this boy being
I
a better.
I ain't your best friend. I'm your father.
Yeah. Amen.
There you go.
Everybody, shout out to everybody celebrating Lent as well.
Yeah.
Our respect.
Ash Wednesday.
I've already given up everything in my life, so I don't know if I can give up meat, but I've given up everything. So I'm just gonna throw it out there.
That was so okay.
If you know, you know. If you don't know, ask.
Right.
It's all you need to do. But I told Viviana, look, I've already given up a lot of shit because of other stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna give up meat. Okay, I'm just gonna tell y'all right now. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna do all that.
It's just for a period of time. It's all right.
I'm not a
Like,
fish guy.
I
I'm
got
not
you.
a fish
I got
guy.
you.
What do you want me to eat? A banana all week, all day? Nah, I don't know. An apple? You gotta be out of your damn mind.
It's all right.
But
Shout out to
nonetheless,
you.
But nonetheless, guys, stay safe out there. Enjoy the weekend, whatever you do, whether sports related or not. For the Professor Isaac Cruz, for Milton Win, I will say, Garza, we have no overlay right now to go away, but we are Puro Pinche Sports, and we are out.